live, whatever. I'm just gonna record. But anyway, yes, welcome to day 1 of boot camp. I decided to make some slides for this so that I could keep it a little more organized and hopefully have something that you can look back at later, rather than just kind of talking at you forever. But basically, the goal of this is to expand your horizons, because there's stuff you already do that I like you understand how to nuke people when they're like panic retaking at the end of the game, like you know how to like stand in places to try and disrupt them most of the time. You've been getting good at like getting in people's bubbles when I tell you to.
Oh, what do you say?
Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. I'm sick. Okay, leave me alone. You do try and kill the slider guy. I'm not sure it's usually you that kills him. I think it's usually Blop or Stan, but the premise
Well,
is there.
added thing for them to worry about.
Yeah. Like you've been getting good at protecting me on top mid on Umami, right? Like you've slowly been kind of playing the Mako Mart push better, although there's still stuff you don't do correctly. And so basically, overall, right, there are moments where you understand what to do, and when you understand what to do, you can make some pretty smart plays. But there is a problem where it's like in the situations that we haven't talked about, or when the situation gets more complicated, it's almost like random what you'll do from our perspective. Like what you will choose to do is often quite hard to explain or looks unreasonable. And so to me, what that suggests is basically you have all these like individual spikes of like moments where you recognize something we told you to do before and you know how to do it, but you don't know how to like generalize to a broader set of cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the problem to me is that you're doing everything on a case by case basis. So the goal is essentially to try and help you create an organized framework so that rather than every time you get in a new situation, you have to do a bunch of things wrong and we have to let you know, hey, eevee, like you should try this or you should do this. Like, oh, on brine water in bottom left, like you should sneak in bottom left during retake instead of like, and then we get to like some other map and you have like completely no idea what to do because you only understand that it applies to brine water retake in that specific situation, right? The goal is to make it so that you can connect things together in a way that makes more sense, and makes it so that you don't have to experience everything in order to be playing correctly like 99% of the time, which is my experience with like Blop. And I think mostly I feel like I'm also doing like maybe 95% of the time. It's like we know what we want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I figured the most natural thing to do is to kind of start with how I do it. Now, what is going on? Hold on, my mom's texting me. Dude, whatever. I'm dealing with this later. Yeah. Right. I actually have like a rough flowchart in my head. And I know I've talked about this before in my other big document and like in the past, but I think that suggests that you should try and create like a massive flowchart of every specific situation, everything to do all the time, which is not practical. So to me, the correct approach, or the approach I take, is to be kind of broad about the situation, but specific about what you're going to do and what you are trying to accomplish by doing it. So to show you what mine looks like roughly, let me swap my screen share. And then I need to swap this other screen share as well. Okay. Right? So when it comes to grouping situations, it's literally this broad. It's like, are we like scrapping in a team fight? Are we trying to move forward? Are we holding the space that we have, or do we need to back up? Right? And then in those different situations, I have a relatively small set of things that I'm trying to do. So, for example, on in neutral, right? Oh, and to be clear, right, this isn't just like a list of things I can do. It's kind of ordered in terms of what I'd like to be doing. So, for example, in neutral, in an ideal scenario, I don't need to burn any like long-term resources, but I am gaining something. So I'd like to catch someone that's not expecting me because that way I can like kill them, take space, or help other people fight, right?
Yeah.
Without having to burn my bubble to do it. If I can't do that, right, my next best option is probably to try and use bubble, but I can only use bubble if I have it. So another thing I end up doing in neutral is painting for bubble, but there's like two kinds of painting. One is like I'm not paying attention to the front at all, and I'm literally just like painting as quickly as possible with no regard for what's happening in front of me. So I consider that farming. And to me, that's separate than what I oftentimes have to do, where it's like I need to kind of like, for example, on Barnacle, right? I can't necessarily just paint our base. I need to like kind of stand on our stack thing, right? And like manage the front and like be placing bombs and stuff to try and prevent them from running in on U3 while I'm painting, right? Because if I'm not involved in the front, they'll find a way to break through or sneak in, and then by the time I have my bubble, it's too late, right? But ideally, things are solid enough that I can just paint for it quickly so that I can use it, because I'd rather be using bubble than trying to contest all their stuff, right? Making sense so far? But the point is, right, that it's like it's 4 things. There aren't like a ton of things. And then there's pushing, and I'll go into this one in a little bit more detail because it'll be relevant in a second. But I separate this from holding or like stalling because it's like we need to move forward. Or I separate this from like fighting, rushing forward in neutral in the sense that it's like we need to like stably and like actively move forward to take space, right? Where it's not like I'm doing this to stall them out. Like for example, on hold, I might choose to run into their base, but that's different than this because here I'm like actually trying to claim the space for real, right? So simplest example is on zone retake, right? I want to ideally just like run forward, put a bubble down and paint, or really just like run forward and paint, right? But there are times where I can't do that, so I go off to the side. If I can't move forward at all, right, I might like bait them, as in like I'm like at the ledge trying to encourage someone that's under the ledge to try and shoot me so that someone else on my team can like actually clear them or kill them, right? That sort of thing. But just to go a little bit deeper, right, I mentioned before that these should be rather specific. So to give an example, right, in order for me to want to run forward and secure space with a bubble, I know there's a set of things that need to happen in order for me to do that, right? So the first thing is there needs to be something that I want to actually claim, right? And then it needs to be close enough to like contest the cap, right? I know that if I do it too far back, what ends up happening is if I can only uncap, good players will just also back away and they'll ice out my bubble. Even though it takes like 10 seconds, they will just sit back. They know I can't cap and they'll just wait it out, right? I also know that in order to get to that strong position, I need a relatively short path to get to the spot that I want to get to. And I need to know where they are. And I need to know if they have any specials or anything to disrupt me. And then obviously I need to have bubble ready. But when I talk about knowing that it's safe, it's a relatively complicated checklist of how I know whether I can use bubble. So I have to worry about like Booyah Hammer and Kraken, right? I'm okay with Striking Crab most of the time because usually I can use it in a way that like, more so in neutral, but sometimes on retake as well. If I can get the crab to just look at me, it's maybe fine if you guys have other stuff to use after. And then I have like a very long laundry list of weapons that I know are going to come into my bubble. So I need to know where they are and then expect them ahead of time so that I can usually catch them with a bomb. But like I have to space differently for different weapons or like move around differently. Because for example, shooters like Gao, I ideally want to be standing directly in the center of the beacon because shooters struggle to hit me instead of the beacon. Whereas for something like Slosher tends to just hit over the beacon and hit me anyway. So for a Slosher, I'm trying to space backward and catch them jumping in with a bomb, right? And then like decavs, I know are gonna just try and dash and crit me, so I need to space it so that they hit me with 80 and I kill them while they're doing the 80, right? But the point is, my main point is, before I choose to do this, right? I know two things. One, like a whole bunch of things that I'm expecting that might happen, and I'm looking for them ahead of time before I even run forward to put the bubble down. I'm already thinking about it, right? And then two, I know what I expect to get out of the bubble. So like, if I do this, right, I will consider my plan to have failed if we don't cap, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I go for this, I manage to get to where I wanted to, and my bubble goes up and I don't instantly die in my bubble, right? I'm expecting to be able to cap. And if I can't do that, right, then maybe this wasn't the right plan. So that's particularly relevant right now because we've been dealing with like the mini pencil comps, right? So
Yeah.
my flowchart, I already know, needs to change because I've been doing this and it isn't working as reliably as it does with against other people, right? So the way I know to adjust my play is that like I know when this is supposed to work. I know what's supposed to happen, and so if it's not happening, I know something is wrong, right?
Yeah.
But I'm only able to do that because this is like a general approach I take on a whole bunch of maps. Like I do this on Barnacle, it's a little tricky, but I do this on Crableg a lot. I do it on Umami. I do it on Mako. I do it on Haggle. Haggle's on left side. Mako is on like R stack or the front of mid.
Yeah.
Et cetera, right? So it's like I have a bigger set of samples to pull from because they all belong under this general category of like, I'm pushing and I'm trying to retake with my bubble, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just to be, and then I have more for holding. Holding actually has the most complicated because there's the most options, right? Hold, you have the whole map, so you can actually do more stuff. Retreat is more complicated, or not more complicated, but more limiting. And so, yeah, this is basically my whole flowchart, right? This is like everything I try to do. And I don't really, well, here's an example of where my flowchart I know needs work. I've noticed during hold, I don't often like combo off you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that might be something I need to do more.
What's comboing?
Like you hit them for 70 and I actually finish the kill.
Oh, okay.
Like I very rarely find myself throwing a bomb because somebody hit somebody, some
Right.
opponent, and
Why,
I feel
are you concentrating on other things?
I think so, but because I never go for it, I don't know how good it could be, right?
I see.
So
I think sometimes it should naturally intersect.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
like
want
when
to
I
stop them, and I want to stop them, so I shot them once, and you're also shooting them.
yeah, but I think you can agree it happens a lot less often than maybe we would expect, especially given that I have a bomb that can go a lot of places.
Yeah, I guess so. That's kind of the thing that people want Junior to do, I guess.
Kind of, yeah. That's why I think it's probably something wrong with how I'm playing hold. I've been focusing on like trying to blow up the retake with bubble and like put bubbles in good spots and whatnot. But obviously, if you can just kill them with bomb combo plus 70 or 85 from bamboo or sword, that's easier, right? Anyway, going back to my stream, where is it? Here, okay. Here's an example, a very specific example of how this flowchart comes out in practice. So this is the scrim against, what's it called? Hypernova, the Sendoku set that became a scrim, right? So this is a retake. So first, right, I see you're up here. So in an ideal scenario on retake, we retake from as close as possible, right? So I kind of lean here to see if we can go this way. You immediately drop back, so I'm like, okay, I'm not going this way. Right, so I'm just here so that I don't get randomly jumped. And I'm trying to get bubble. And now I know, so the spot I know that I can bubble to cap is either like here-ish, right? Or on the stack. I found that generally the trend is on retake. For junior to cap, you need to be kind of at the one of the edges or corners of the zone, right? Generally speaking, the zone is shaped such that if the center of your bubble is on one of these corners, it's close enough to cap, right? So I want to get there, but I know I see a couple people on stand, right? So I see the gal, and then I don't know if I go, but then I see the wiper shots. I don't know if you saw them. Wiper goes, gal goes, so I think I can go now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I see enough paint and chumps are going out. But I also know, right, it's a gal and a wiper. And I know they killed him, and so they probably drop back. So when I go for this bubble, I'm already aware that when this bubble goes up, I'm probably not going to be able to use it to paint right away. And I'm going to have to fight someone. So I put it near the corner, a little bit further back than normal, because I know it's dangerous. And I'm already looking for this wiper. And lo and behold, wiper comes straight into my bubble trying to crit me, right?
Yeah.
And then now I can actually paint. Now it helps that you guys like get other kills and whatnot, right? But that's like, so I know what I was trying to do, and I knew what to expect, and what I expected to happen happened, and I played it correctly, and we got what we wanted, right? So I would consider that a successful play, right? So now, for comparison, I just want to ask, like, what do you consider on retake, like, your general list of things to do? The equivalent to mine.
On retake, I think trying to like surprise somebody, like you had that wasn't looking, is one of them.
Right. But, like, what are the ways in which, or situations in which you expect to be able to do that? Right, because I had, like, a specific set of,
Mm-hmm.
well, I guess I didn't show you the criteria.
One of them is if they're still trying to push further into our spawn,
Right,
and one of them comes a little bit too far out,
right.
or if they're just looking the wrong way,
Yep,
in an area I want to go.
yep.
If I can't do that, I can wait to see if I can use Zuka on like somebody in a strong position, like on our stack. But I haven't been doing that recently.
Right,
And I know I've also kind of been waiting for you guys to move them around, that in a way that would let me do the first thing.
right. Is that it?
Off the top of my head, yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay, well, what about on hold?
Hold. I'd want to be, well, I want to be sharking as far forward as I can. And that comes like on umami when we get into their circle and then you guys leave and I can stay there. And when we have enough paint in forward positions like that, I can hide for longer as long as I don't have like whale or missiles or something that's gonna catch me.
Okay, what if there's something that will catch you?
Then I don't stay like as far forward as I can usually, so that if they do find me, I either have enough space to jump or leave myself to come back later.
Interesting. Okay. Did you mention Zuka?
On hold, no.
Interesting. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and state how I know there's a problem is that I know the things you choose to do on retake are not completely covered by the options you're describing now, which means you're not doing them like intentionally, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just for comparison, let's look at the same retake for you. Okay? So you're up, we're all back. You get whaled, so you leave. And then in your mind, what's the retake plan here? What are you going to try and do?
I do want to get our stack back, but I don't know where, other than the pencil and the wiper was just in front. I don't know where the flingza and the wiper, or the flingza and the gal are yet.
Right.
So
So what are you going to do?
right now, if that wiper wants to walk forward, I would try and catch them, but I could try and clear and see if somebody's on my stack with first bomb.
I'm just asking you, according to your own flowchart, what is the right play here? What do you think you should do?
Probably wait
And what are you waiting for?
to figure out where their people are.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're going Y now.
I waited. We know that the two are on the right side, because Stan was calling it, and Bop has painted our stack.
I see.
There's nobody on it.
I see. Okay. And then from here, what's your plan? What's the correct play from here?
Sorry, my sister came into my room. Sorry, what did you ask? I didn't.
Oh, like from here, what's the correct play?
According to what I said.
According to, no, just according to you. Like, what do you think is the correct play from here? Not what you think you're gonna do or what you think you should do, but what you would do here.
If there's nobody like currently threatening our stack, it would be I might Zuka the pencil because they're kind of out in the open and I can hit that shot. Or I can wait and try and help against the people who just killed Stan on the right side, but I'm not in the best position for that right now.
Right. So this is what you end up doing. Okay. So now we're on hold. Right? We killed all of them. What's the correct play for you here? In your own mind. What are you trying to do? What do you think you should try to do?
Try and find a place I can hide to pick them when they try and go for right stack.
So you want to stop them from going to right stack?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are the criteria for a good hiding spot? Or where would you stand to stop them from doing that?
I mean, at the start, I can sit on stack when they're like not close, just to see where they're going in their spawn.
Uh-huh.
But if like, and if the person who's going right is like the gal or the flings I can stay up there, um, and probably the wiper just because they don't have so much more range than me where they can uh, push or where they can threaten to kill me without giving me enough time to either choose to kill them when they're trying or back up. But I have to pay attention to where the pencil's going, otherwise they can shoot me from left.
Wait, so you're saying you're sitting
Or
on stack unless someone shoots you? Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Okay. And what makes
I think I
you
can also
like being on stack?
I like being able to see where people are going, and I have high ground over people who are near or less range than I have. They have near or less range than I have.
I see.
Because they'll also want to try and climb up it.
All right. Okay, and then what else were you gonna say, other than on stack?
Um, Depending on where our paint is, I can hide near, like I can hide in this like the ramp directly in front to my left to if
Here?
they're gonna come from the yeah.
Okay.
If they're coming from the left, I can. It's riskier, but if I don't want to be on stack, I can be like just above where the 50 on the UI is in that like area, because
Like
that
in
doesn't
here?
always get painted and cleared.
There, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can also go like around the right side of stack if that's already painted.
Okay, but what's like your order of preference?
I like being on stack the most. And then I like being on the ramp on the left, and then like the front and the around right stack are kind of equal.
Okay. Well, now let's show what you actually do. This is where you sit.
Yeah, it's not very good.
This is how I know that your flowchart isn't like either you're not using it or it's not precise enough. Because you just listed a bunch of very reasonable positions and you're sitting here. And then I don't think this is very good because they will surely accidentally clear you here. And then what ends up happening is they saw you right there, right?
Yeah.
And then you go for
Yeah.
this, it doesn't work, and you die, right? So before they've even dropped into mid, you get cleared and instantly killed, right? So, point is, first part looked good, right? You waited. I think that was reasonable. You went with chumps after block painted stack. That seems reasonable. You want to be on stack, and it's painted for you. And then you Zuka'd at a time that I don't know that you needed it, but it seemed fine to me. Because it gave us mid fully in a very efficient way. But then your hold position makes no sense, right?
Mhm.
So for comparison, right? What I do is I see them stacking left, right?
Yep.
I think I saw them stacking left. Yeah, there's nothing on right side. It's our color. So I chose to go to right side. Now, what I didn't know is that was an angle. So I get caught. So now I know I can't really go for that the way I did. But I think the difference was for you, it looked like you kind of just like ended up somewhere. Whereas, at least for me specifically, I can tell from my own gameplay that when I did this, that I was gonna try to go right. Like I know I'm trying to go right.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's an intentional choice. Now it was wrong, but it was like a choice, right? Whereas you kind of seem like you just like ended up there. And given that you didn't tell me that that's somewhere you want to sit, that
I
shows me
think I
that
did just kind of end up there.
Yeah, the
I'm
fact that
not
you
sure.
didn't say, "Oh, I like sitting there," which I would have been like, "Okay, I don't agree with that, but at least you're doing it on purpose."
Not a good place to
Yeah,
sit.
right. So there's a missing like intent there,
Mhm.
right? And the trigger for you there is like, okay, we've switched to a new situation, or the way mine works is like, okay, we got hold, the last guy jumped out, we're in a new situation now. I need to figure out what I want to do now, right? Because obviously I did my previous play with the bubble, and now I need to do something else. And so it's like, okay, given the situation where they fully jumped out, they're respawning slowly, I think I can push them. So this goes back to my flowchart, where my first preference on hold,
You should go left here.
me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't want to go left because...
Oh wait, I was looking the wrong way.
We're looking
I
the
thought
wrong
we
way.
were retaking.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought
no,
we were
no.
on our side.
No. Yeah, I didn't go left here because it looked like Stan was already in position, but I wasn't going to
No,
make it up
Don't
the...
left. Don't go left. Don't go left.
Yeah. But I felt like
Yes.
I had enough time, so... Okay, let me just switch back to my flowchart right now to prove to you that I was following my own flowchart and that I know what I'm doing. Hold on. I'm going to switch the stream first. This is annoying. I wish...
By the way, in that right alley, if you're not like staring at the place behind the wall, I mean, even a Galar wiper will jump you. So you should just be staring at it.
Yeah, but I got jumped from a distance. I was expecting Galar Wiper, so I was like going to sit up behind the little square block and then start looking. But then I got jumped by the pencil, who has way more fucking range. I'm like,
I thought you can see them peeking behind the wall.
I wasn't
Usually.
looking. Maybe. I just
I-
wasn't looking for it. But right?
Regardless.
Yes. First two things on my flowchart, right? Bubbling forward and then moving up to force early resources, right?
Mhm.
Third option would be sharking for picks that I can also do from there, right? So the first three things I'd like to be doing on hold, that's what I'm going for because I can. Do I have... Okay, no, this was like later in the evening and I didn't fully explain when I can do it. But like, if they're all respawning, right, obviously that's a good time to go for that, right? So, yeah, right? So then the question is, how do we get you to where we are, right?
Mhm.
Because it seems like you're not always doing what it makes the most sense to do. So my first premise is that, based on what you just told me, and I already inferred this from your gameplay, but the extent of what you described to me, right? You had like two plans, two things you think you can really do intentionally on retake, maybe three if you count waiting, but like you aren't being you're like, or I can wait, but you're not being specific about what you're waiting for,
Mhm.
right? Or, and then on hold you had like two plans, right? I think it was basically just
Oh,
like...
I forgot to talk about the save Zuka till they're coming in plan.
Yeah. So that's like three plans. But the point is, right, like, I think you need a few more plans. Because what
Mhm.
happens is you have so few plans that there are too many situations where you have no plan, right?
Yeah.
Like, the extent of your flowchart, ideally you don't want it to be 20 different things because then you can't keep track of them all,
Yeah.
right? And, like, figure out which one works. But you have so
Like
few things that
five.
there's a lot of space that isn't, like, covered by your flowchart, right?
Yeah.
So my first argument is that your entire flowchart, as we're building it, should abuse your weapon's unique advantages. And my question to you is, why do I think that?
I think it's because of like. I mean, that's not. I'm not sure how to put this. It's very good at its advantages, and it's very shit at its disadvantages.
Oh, no. So I think this is true for all weapons. Like, I was doing this with Stan,
Okay.
and I think this is true for all weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'll just jump. Very simple. If you don't do what your weapon is uniquely good at, then someone who is playing a weapon that can do all the things that you're doing and can do other stuff will just outclass you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the extent of your game plan is just to kill people who try and run in and like shark them out, and you don't really know what else you're going to abuse, I don't super like your
Yeah, I don't like the stack thing.
I don't like the
'Cause
stack thing. So
I'm
here's
scared of a carbon who's sitting on the stack. They legit the carbon let you drop. That's nice.
so let me consider. Let me propose an alternative. Right, S blast sitting on your stack.
Mm-hmm.
That's way more annoying because they can kill you at distance, right? Before you're even halfway up the wall, before you're even near the wall, right? They're already able to nuke you, right? So, like, I don't think you playing on the stack, that being your first choice, doesn't make sense to me because stack as a position doesn't really abuse what your weapon's uniquely good at. Don't say more blop because I am leading him into the next slide,
Oh, I was gonna bring up Luna Blaster. I didn't actually read this.
which is, um, like, what would you say is the general theme of Carbon, and then what would you consider like similar weapons?
Oh, sorry.
Because we're gonna do a little. We're gonna do a little comparative analysis of like, among the things that are similar to you, what can you do that they cannot?
Okay.
So like
In
one
general,
sentence description of
it's-
your weapon. Yeah.
Very good at killing and doing it quickly.
Okay.
In terms of what's similar, other rollers like V roller is similar, but that's
Okay.
kind of cheating.
Well, that counts.
No, it makes
Okay.
sense.
Otherwise,
Um,
right? Because like if everything Carbon can do, V Roller can do, then and V Roller can do more, then you would play V Roller. That's also
Yeah, obviously Dynamo is not. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
this.
no, not Dynamo.
yeah, it's just V Roller.
Oh, I knew what you meant.
Flings are kinda, but
Huh?
not as well. I'm saying like, okay, I said kinda for a reason.
Okay.
Say Decav is a little similar.
Okay.
Luna, try.
Yeah, sorry, I gave that one away.
I wasn't listening to you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
And then Gal, maybe, but not really.
Okay. All right. Sure. Right. So here's my thesis for what Carbon is. It's
Oh,
a
I forgot to say S blast.
okay. I forgot to edit this slide, I guess, but it's a specifically it's a sharky fast killing weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a weapon. It's a sharky close range fast killing weapon with burst combos. That's what Carbon is, right? So
Yeah.
you've got your sharky fast weapon, right? You've got your other weapon that's also like reliable close range kill, but isn't as fast. This has the same burst combo and like sharking aspect, but it has more range. And then Luna, and then I just didn't put on the slide, but yeah, I agree. Try is also on there, right?
Yeah.
So the question is, what can you do that those weapons can't? So for comparison, right, with Junior, right, against almost everything, I have absolute pain advantage, assuming they're not trying to kill me, right? So like almost any zone I go for, in a one-on-one, I'm not losing zone to really anyone unless it's a specific kind of like ship-shaped zone against a pencil where they just like, it's way too skinny or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can outpace almost anyone on special output. So I'm I'm comfortable trading my special with most people because I'm confident I can get it back faster than them. Right? Special
Yeah.
exception for gold fucking arrow spray. Like even Mini, right? Mini can get bubble fast for sure, but they won't get it. I don't think if we trade bubbles, I don't think they'll get it back as fast as I do because they have to be in their like painting mode, which has more requirements. Whereas I'm just kind of like constantly shitting out paint, right? Except with Gold Arrow, which is why Gold Arrow is such a problem for me because I'm not used to playing a matchup where I don't have that like advantage, right? There are other weapons like Mini that are like super heavy on paint and have the bubble and can paint a lot and also get their special pretty quickly. But I'm better than most of those weapons at directly disrupting the fighter weapons like Slosher and S-Blast and Decav. Where like, if my bombs are good enough, which they're not yet, but I know they can be, right? I can annoy those weapons more explicitly than, like, say, Mini, who will probably just back off, right? And most of all, the biggest differentiation between me and Mini, I think, is my ability to run in and out quickly. Because I think Mini, you can't get the bubbles in the same kinds of positions because you're just not fast enough or mobile enough or able to stay alive long enough, right?
Yeah.
So that's Junior. So then my question is to you, like, compared to these guys, what is it that you specifically can do that they can't? Because that's what you should be trying to play around.
I think for Dapple specifically, I'm much better in the things that have more range than me.
Right. Because.
Burst bombs,
Yeah.
Zuka,
Yeah.
roller, faster. My combo is faster than their flicks. Burst bombs help me get around up like walls and stuff a lot faster, or just paint at my feet in general. And also I think Zuka is better for it at dealing with long ranges than Bubble is for roller.
Interesting. Okay.
Because like Bubble can shield it, and that's better in some situations, but in others, then you just. I would also like them dead.
Right. Yes.
S-Blast, I'm also it's easier to kill multiple people
Yes.
quickly.
Decav's not on here, but I assume something similar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for Luna, it's a range thing again.
Right. Okay. So, generally,
Also,
yeah, go ahead.
for Decav and Dapple, also I can fuck with ledges.
Yes. Yes. Right. So, general themes for me, I didn't really think about Zuka as a combo extender, but that is something that you can do. I don't see you do it very often, so it's not really something I've been thinking about, but yeah.
That's kind of what it was on the Mako retake.
Right.
that we
He's
won.
kind of prone to popping it, also wasting some of them.
Yeah, I think the problem is we see you you like popping Zuka raw sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So we don't get to see you as often use it in ways that are more like reliable, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I think from my perspective, right, the biggest things are, like you said, it's a very fast kill, right? If you should get the kill, it's like almost impossible that you don't land the one shot,
Yeah.
right? Like it
Use
will
an
go
arrow.
through. You will at least trade. Another big one is, like you said, you can kill multiple people quickly. It's a combination of two things you said. One is the burst bomb lets you paint your feet, and two is like how fast the kill is. So like, I think more so than most of these other weapons, you can get a lot of kills in a row, or like get one and get out unscathed, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, yes, ledge play is good. And then in my mind, another big thing is that it's a consistent kill that I think is somewhat more consistent than, say, something like V-Roller. In the sense that if you do burst combos and you're landing them, I think like Carbon is a weapon that is capable of reliably landing its combos. Now, a certain level of player skill and, importantly, aiming at them the whole time that you don't always do. And you laugh, but like
I'm getting better at that. I'm getting better.
you
at
laugh, but like this to me is one of the biggest things about Carbon. So every time, this is one of the reasons I put you back on burst Carbon. But like every time someone like goes past you, like right past your face, and you don't instantly kill them, like to me that is like a fundamental like failure of your weapon. That's like on the same tier as like if I went to zone to bubble and I didn't cap, right? Like something has gone seriously horribly wrong if that is happening, right? Because if you're not doing that, what are you doing? Right. But like my point is, these are the things you should be trying to abuse. So in my mind, right, when I think about playing retake or playing hold on Mako, right, if you're trying to cover the right stack, in my mind, given your speed and the fact that you can hit over ledges and kill quickly, I want to say that the correct play, correct me if I'm wrong, Blop, but I think he should be like somewhere not immediately visible that's like under the stack, so that when they approach or get on the stack, you just like swim forward, hit your flick, and leave. Right?
Yeah, or you can even cover their approach to that side entirely. Like imagine your retake on Mako Mart, and then you're like swimming in your space, and then the carbon comes and kills you. That's like not very pleasant, right?
You mean like
can't
he's in
clear-
freezer?
Yes, you can't clear that beforehand. But this requires
freezer-
this requires more like legs
I don't-
or arms of like your tree, because you have to account for like, okay, what if somebody does throw a bomb there? What if somebody just pops whale before they even get close to it? But in my mind, the most threatening carbons would just try to kill you as early as possible.
Yeah.
Because if they let you drop, then they'll get
Yeah.
their clearing
I mean,
specials.
I don't like sitting in freezer for longish periods of time.
Right, but the point
agree,
is,
because they can-
yeah. So the point is like, but that's what he means by adding. It's like you stay there until you can't. But like, getting up on like aggressive ledges to go for something and then leaving is something your weapon can do. It's not like, I don't know, S-Blast, where like if you fuck it up and try and run away, they're just gonna kill you while you're running away. Like you're fast enough to run away,
Yeah.
right? Because your kill threat and your subsequent escape are so fast that like it should be possible to leave, right? Plus you're like stacking quick jump and everything, right? So
Yeah.
you can go for those kinds of plays, but you need to know when to leave. Another like
Yeah, that's why I said before they reach the part where they're trying to get onto stack.
yeah, like you have to go super early. Like you have to go when I was like doing my initial painting, I think.
Yeah.
Like imagine you're just already in the right side and then just leave when the time comes.
I mean, if I'm already in the right side, then I can catch the pencil that pops out to look at you.
Sure. Right? But instead you're like burst bombing behind us and like
Yeah.
random shit. Which makes no sense because it's not like you didn't give me like a plan that you're going to try and use Zuka in response. So like you don't need to be doing that right now. It's not like you don't have room to back up later. So you're just kind of wasting time. Right? But yeah, my point is that as we're building out your flowchart, these are the things you need to keep in mind. Like you are a mobile, extremely fast kill that can get in and get out and get multiple when you choose to go. So you don't have to take isolated 1v1s because even if there's two of them, if you get in, you can kill both, right?
Yeah.
And then more ledges and less sitting on top of things, in my opinion. So just as an initial exercise in trying to abuse this, I'm gonna just jump to a random point in the VOD and maybe we can talk about like
Okay.
what
I'll
you
go with
can.
that.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't make him play Zuka only on this one. That's no good. Here we go. I mean, honestly, I don't know what the fuck carbon does on this map at the beginning. So, this is an interesting one for sure. What do you think,
You
Blop?
probably have to collect information. If they let you go onto the right side, just take it. But they probably won't. But if they do let you, just try to cross early.
Yeah. And then if you can't, I don't know.
If you can't, I would probably think about what they're trying to do next. So if they're going to use missiles, then yeah, there's nothing that can be done about that. If they're going to try to cross left, you can try to rotate back and catch that.
Yeah, but that seems unlikely given their weapon pool.
Yeah.
I feel like if anything, you're fishing for top mid, right? Or like,
Yeah, that's a bit dangerous because I don't know if it reaches all the way up and kills instantly.
oh no, I think you have to like climb up the
Oh,
wall,
beyond top mid?
like on the pillar, yeah,
Yeah, sure.
on the pillar, or like paint the pillar so you can swim up it and smack them from under
Yeah.
quickly while they're not expecting it.
But yeah, the map is weird.
Yeah, this map is weird. But my guess is we're gonna watch him do stuff that doesn't make any sense. So
I'm back.
okay, so this map is weird, but given what your weapon is actually good at, let's just practice making some plans. So an opening here on this map, what do you think you're trying to do? What's the goal?
Um,
Right? So we want places where you can close the gap quickly / get out. Right?
Yeah.
We prefer ledges where they're available, which
Yeah.
isn't a lot of places on this map, but you know.
No, it's too tall.
But yeah, we're looking for like close quarters engagements where they're not really expecting you coming, in my opinion, right?
Yeah. I think the best way maybe is to try and see if I can cross to their street from the right side early.
Yep. That's what Blop and I agreed as well.
So then I can choose to look into their bunker from the wall or do whatever in the street.
Right. Why do we like street more than mid?
There's more cover. I can hit over pretty much every wall except the one that goes to bunker.
Right.
And it's smaller.
Yeah, exactly. I would agree with that. Right. So, to me, that like kind of implies like a neutral situation in which, okay, looks like you're. Oh no. Does being missiled mean you can't go?
I'm not sure. I don't.
No, you can go in your missile.
I think I can go, just because I'm going to a place that.
Like I think it's so
play from.
cramped there that even if they see you,
Yeah.
you can still kill them. And if anything, I
Yeah.
think that's better than being.
Well, this
in
is
there.
where it would help to have more
Branches.
options in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just cross, wait for people to start engaging you, and just jump back to your teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just kill them for getting too close if they play it wrong, which they might.
Yeah, because I can also drop into the right side in the street, and that's a ledge right after crossing.
Yes. Right. Because the odds that they're covering that seem low. But like in order to do that, you have to like kind of know that you want to go to right side because you're trying to go somewhere cramped. So it's like then your question is like, does being missiled change the fact that I want to go somewhere cramped? And the answer is like, no, I still want to go somewhere cramped. I'd rather be somewhere cramped and missiled than like not cramped and missiled. Because now this fucking sucks. Now it looks like you're fucking farming Zuko or whatever. Okay. Cool. Let me see if I can find a... Okay. What's your plan for retake? I guess more broadly, what are your plans for retake?
On this map specifically, or just in general?
In general, I think, what would you like to do? Okay, I mean, you mentioned like obviously if they try and go in, you kill them, which you did.
Yeah.
What I didn't like was your follow up to that because I feel like if you killed one after they went in, that's the best time to start trying to go, right?
Yeah. I
Um,
think I don't do that because I don't know if the left side is cleared. But I also don't think I should be going now. I think if I kill him, I just go like where Stan's going.
Yeah, the problem is like you kill him and then you don't necessarily go somewhere where you can look. Okay, and then this is like
No.
I don't
Very smart.
I don't think that's a good Zuka. Like I don't know
It's
what the
not.
criteria.
No, it's not. It's not.
Well, in general, you like to go separately from us so much, which I don't understand why, because you don't have the tools to clear yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like to me, your biggest retake, your simplest retake plan is to try and use our existing paint to get forward into a position that they don't expect. And then you should just have your options covered if they find you. Like to me, that's the biggest thing like you could do on retake that you don't do at all. So, because if we talk about things that your weapon can do well, it's like even if you get kind of caught, you can get out, right? And you're such a fast killing weapon that even in like some weird situation, like there are moments where I will sneak forward, right, and I'll kill one, but then I just get traded after by the next guy, right? Because there's just some other guy standing next to him, and then I just get nuked, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're controlling where they're or like aware of where they're looking, I don't believe that your weapon is so different from mine in terms of its ability to swim forward. Obviously,
I don't think it is.
you can't use burst bomb. The biggest thing is don't use burst bomb because everyone looks at bombs.
Yeah.
But if you just use your flicks when they're not looking, you can get plenty forward, right? It's not like you're playing, I don't know what weapon, like Dynamo. Dynamo, like you can't go forward because you're so fucking slow, right? But you're fast enough to like sneak forward. But then you're like on this weird off angle that like you can't find a way to sneak forward. So to me, the biggest thing that's missing on your retake plans is the like option to just try and like swim in some angle, not with the intention of just sitting in our puddle, but to like keep going whenever they're not looking until you can get to them, right?
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is when they see you, you can't just stay. Like when what you did on that scrim you played the other day, like what, yesterday on Haggle?
Yeah.
Like if they see you, you don't stay. You just have to go. That or you sit under like some super safe ledge that they absolutely cannot approach you at, and like try and force them to worry
So
about
if
you.
I go like all the way and then just stay in bottom left, then I can see them coming.
I
if
wouldn't
they
go
want
bottom
to.
left though. I wouldn't go bottom left because they have mid, so they can drop through. On so Blop, we're
Well,
talking
like-
about a situation. Hold on, let me see if I can find it actually.
Just pull it up.
I'm kind of jumping the gun a bit here, but oh wait, I need your big brain time.
Yeah.
Unlisted, yeah.
Um,
Where the fuck? Oh, was it team chat? It might have been team chat.
I think it's team chat.
Where the fuck? From eevee. Why can I not do a from search? Bro, did they change the... Oh my god, bro. What happened? Did they changed the... Bro, this is so dumb.
What?
They changed the UI. I can't do a from search for some reason.
I can just grab the link again.
On
There it
Discord?
is. There it is. Yeah, on Discord.
Oh.
Yeah, I found it. It's at the end, right? Towards the end.
This was I only started this stream halfway through this.
Yeah,
so-
I know. It lasted a while longer though.
Zeeke. Who is that?
Some other guy. It's not the Zeke you're thinking of.
Zeke. It's not the Zeke you're thinking. The one that went to Riptide,
Here we go.
which I know does nothing for you. Forget if we won.
Here it is.
I don't think we did.
Okay. So, I think going early here is fine. Then they saw you. Right?
Yeah.
So, I don't think you can go here because that blaster can for sure drop down there. So, if you're going to stay down here, you have to stay somewhere here that's also like safe, like behind this or like by that square
No,
block.
that's what I meant. Is going. I should have gone all the way behind
I see.
to the left.
But then it's
Um,
easy. The problem is you also need to be able to keep track of them and know if they choose to ignore you again. Right?
Yeah, but I think I can do that if I go down there and then pick the other side of the like block step here.
Yeah. Like
And
you're
then I
on the
can look
wall.
in the mid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this, like, they know you're here. So even here,
Yeah,
you
I
can
knew-
stop and try and fight from the ledge. The problem is you keep going to places with less and less cover. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you have the option to, like, hit a flick here or threaten a burst flick and then swim back the other way.
Yeah.
Right? Because generally people don't run in right after a burst flick. Nobody's trying to, like, stupidly die to a carbon that's still fighting. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you go here, and it's like, well, now there's really no cover.
Yeah.
And, like,
I feel like you could use those burst bombs a lot better to discourage them from even being closer to you.
yeah, like you should be using them to just like threaten to kill
Like
them,
if
not
if they're not shooting you, you don't need burst bomb to move.
yeah,
That's
Mhm.
what I'm thinking. It's a
Yeah.
blaster, so if you nail them in the face, they're not gonna jump on you
yeah,
and paint over you.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the point is like here, like go somewhere that we can paint, or like there's gonna be paint. There's not gonna be any paint here,
Yeah.
right?
Kind of. I think the way you should think about it is like every time you need to clear every time. If we're on an angle, it means it's already cleared, or you can look for things like sharking people who will wait, what was I saying? You can look for sharking people who will actually make it not cleared. But if you just go on your
second
own
biggest
angle,
thing. Second biggest thing that you don't do that should be part of your retake plans that you don't even mention at all is abusing the fact that people will try and kill your teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is trying to approach a carbon. People are trying to approach like a junior or a bamboo. Stamper also not so much, I think. Stamper just goes where it wants. But like people will try and kill us. So like you can speed up the retake by a lot by like going places where people who want to kill us will go. Right?
yeah. Well, what I'm saying in general, I think is you're just gambling when you go on your angle without clearing anybody. So it's the pencil this time, but you know if it
It's
could
a
have been a
pro,
pro
they'll beam
sharking
you. Yeah.
or somebody who if they didn't die.
Yeah. But the point is, for me more broadly, like there's a lack of things on your flowchart that predict for what people will try to do to your teammates. This includes in solo, but especially for us with like junior bamboo, people do weird things to try and fight those weapons, right?
It's a great strategy in solo because
Yeah,
the more you help your teammates, the less they die.
yeah, exactly. And then you get more paint off of them, but you're not like abusing that at all. Anyway, yeah. So I guess to jump ahead a little bit, right? I guess it's kind of hard because it seems like a lot of times you just don't have a plan and you're just kind of waiting or just end up doing stuff, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the second major point I have is that when you go for something, you should have an expectation for what you will achieve, right? So if you're
Yeah.
going to choose to go for this play on Manta where you go top and try and Zuka people, you should have some sort of expectation of what you're going to get out of it. So like, what do you want to happen when you do this?
I wanted to kill like who might be on their like half of top mid or in their bunker.
Right.
Um,
And then live after, right?
yeah.
Like it's not useful if you die after. Right? So when you go for this, you should know specifically you're trying to like kill one person, ideally the person that's top mid, and you should be able to live after, right? So when that
Yeah.
doesn't happen, that's how you know that this plan was bad. Now, I don't know that you really did this with a plan in mind so much as just mindlessly ripping Azuka because I don't even
I
know
got
why.
distracted by the guy down there.
I guess. I don't really get it, but okay. I'm going to do the scrim you played recently. Cuz here you should at least be able to tell me whether you had a plan.
Yeah.
So we're just going to specifically look at the places where you had a plan and practice like setting what the expectations should be. I haven't looked at most of these games, so I think I missed like the first.
I think this game is kind of fucked up.
Okay. So like, what's your plan on opening here? Like, why are you here? What are your plans at
I didn't-
neutral in general? Actually, I didn't ask.
Neutral, if it's like opening, I feel like for me opening neutral is different than when we're fighting later in the game because there's not like random leftover paint everywhere that I can use to move around.
Wait, so your plan is to do what? Sorry.
In general, it's like I can run around or sneak around using the random bits of ink puddles that exist from like
Yeah, but there
older
aren't them
summons.
right now. So what are you doing?
Yeah. Right now I am waiting for like either paint to be put like further forward so I can sneak forward or like the other team to try and dive somebody.
Right. Okay, I think your definition of I'm again jumping the gun a bit, but I think your definition of sneak needs to change. You don't need to get to a position for an extended period without them knowing you're there. You literally just need to be able to cross a short distance when they're not expecting it. And then suddenly you're in range when they didn't think you could be. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, hold on. Let me see if I have... Oh, I don't have the Need Spy games anymore. Oh, wait, yes I do. What's his name? Was it Suryu?
Yeah.
Alright. Where is Need Spy?
Once the Espra is weakened, this weapon will be the strongest.
Neat. Here we go. Okay.
I don't.
Look at the windows of like this is the most extreme case because this fucker has literally no tools. Okay, so like, just pay attention to the kinds of windows he's going for where they don't see him coming.
Wow, he's going so fast.
Oh, sorry, I said it to him. Okay, obviously that guy's just not looking.
Yeah.
But right, like
Yeah.
this guy knows he's over here. For
Yeah.
sure. He just doesn't expect him to be able to go now and just beam him. And you could totally do something similar where you literally just like drop, you know he's coming, you know he's going to end up in your range, and you just drop and burst flick him.
You can tell when people are looking directly at you, right?
Yeah.
Because if this guy was looking directly at the Dapples, it's probably less likely the Dapples can do that. But if you can tell, then
No, even if he is looking, he doesn't necessarily expect. Like, people misjudge burst flick range as well. Like, they know.
I agree. But
Like this guy's in burst flick range. If I had jumped to the side like he's put it.
Yeah,
I agree, but it depends on if you want to trade or not,
right.
or if how hard you think it is. I think it's a lot easier for people to trade you if they're looking directly at you.
Sure. Like, he's just like reading when people are going to go forward. And as he comes around this wall, right? Like, he's just going. Because, well, he's cooler, so he can do more. But, like, I don't think he goes for this if he doesn't think the Tetra will go forward. So you just, like, meet them when they're... Or one thing you can do is just meet them when they're going to go forward anyway. Right? Especially in neutral, people will try and go for stuff, right? So you can... So, like, on this map, to me, it makes no sense that you're on fan. It also makes no sense that you burn 2 burst bombs to paint, because now you can't do anything interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no longer any opportunity for you to be like bottom right or bottom left and just like swim forward 5 feet and burst flick someone who tries to play around mid
Mm-hmm.
and isn't expecting you, right? And you can use
I think,
the block will cover you to some extent,
yeah.
right?
I think I would prefer bottom left.
Sure,
On
I
this
think
map,
so too. I think
yeah.
bottom left is better. Unfortunately, there's no Brinewater game, but like how the fuck does he kill this guy? Not this guy. He's just going, man. Hold on. Right? Like this Tetra knows he's here.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can know you're there. They just need to not expect either the angle or the range at which you hit them. Right?
You can
We
watch
did.
anybody like this.
I
Anybody
did
go
have
like
a
this.
Brinewater game yesterday. I just don't know if it's before I started Unlisted stream.
Sorry, what were you saying, Bob?
Oh, you can watch anybody good like in this manner. You don't have to play the same weapon.
Yeah. Like
I think it's before.
this I don't care about your Brinewater game. I care about his Brinewater game, bro. Like to me this play makes no sense because that to me that implies that your plan on opening is to like farm Zuka or like set random paint for 30 seconds from now. Not even because you threw them at the zone, right? So you'd only throw this at the zone if you're trying to cap. Because otherwise that's 100% getting painted over, right?
Mm-hmm.
These aren't thrown to kill. So it's like, what is your... And then further proof of like being top isn't good because you have to fall all the way down. And you don't even like get anything, right? So to me, like you need to spend more time in areas where you can rotate around
Mm-hmm.
and just like jump people. Okay. Okay. See, like those are the
You
kinds
haven't killed anybody close range in your range instantly yet.
yeah, like those are the kinds of kills that need to go through.
This miss is also like don't
Oh yeah, this
be,
this one is also like
be okay with that. And then the one
Yeah.
earlier on the wiper,
yeah. Actually, yeah.
you didn't even get a hit marker on it.
Yeah. Like you need to be way stricter about yourself on all of these because
Because the hammer is going to kill your teammates.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've done it 4 times in a row, right? Like you are not landing your shots. Right? So yeah. If you can't do that, then you shouldn't be playing this thing because it's like it gets its chances and you have an insta kill, but if you don't get the insta kill, you don't get the insta kill. Okay, do you have a plan on retake?
I want to get our fan back for other people.
Okay. Cool. Cool. I don't know what the fuck
I
they're...
I know. That's like the 5th time they've done that.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but okay. Okay, wait, what's your plan here? What's your plan on hold on this map?
I think instead of being on fan, I should. Well, okay. I'm on fan.
Okay,
I
let's
have
put it this
Zuka.
differently. What do you want to happen?
I want to. Hold on.
Interesting. Like the opening, the retake thing is fine. If his goal is to clear the fan, he certainly cleared the fan. So that's fine. But
Sorry, what was your question?
What? So right on retake, you had a plan,
Yeah.
which was, well, you didn't really articulate what the plan was so much as the result, but the result is what kind of guides the plan, I think. Your goal was to clear the fan for your teammates. So you went up, and then one guy dropped, and the other guy who was trying to climb up, you just smack him in the face by standing at the ledge, right?
Yeah.
So like, plan successfully completed. You've cleared the fan, right?
And then I
Cool.
got piece of candied.
Yeah, and then they did some really stupid shit that just gave you the
I don't
entirety
I
of
don't
mid back for no reason. I don't know what that
I don't
was.
know why they did that.
But okay, here it's like, what do you want to happen? So like, for example, for me, it might be like, okay, I don't want these hammers to make it to zone. So or at least one of them, I want to make sure it doesn't make it to zone. So me as a junior, I'm going to try and do something to prevent this hammer from making it to zone. And the way I can do that is by baiting it early. So I want to like play in a way that I can bait the hammer early so that it doesn't make it all the way to zone, or if it does, like they get kind of stranded. So like I could try and put a bubble down forward enough to be juicy that they want to kill it, annoying enough that they aren't just going to ignore it,
Yeah.
but not so close that I instantly get hammered and die. It's fine if I
You could
instantly
put
get
it
hammered.
like in between where the pillow is and where the wall of the fan is, I think.
I don't think they would.
Maybe
I think they
that
would
might
just
be.
shred that from afar.
That's true because it's
So
on
I would have to realistically catch a timing where I can swim up to like the uninkable, put the bubble down, and then
Yeah.
kind of fake like I'm gonna go up and then wait for the hammer to come out and then run away. Right?
Yeah.
Good players, and it's tricky because good players won't actually hammer it until they truly have to, and they'll just try and shred it from afar. So I have to actually kind of go. So it's actually kind of debatable whether I can stop the hammers. In which case, where I would go is grates, because they don't really want to hammer me on grates, I don't think. And then try and shoot down at them if they try and go hammer to zone. Right? So like something I could do is like I want to not deal with these hammers in mid where there's nowhere to run. Right? For you, it might be something like I want to get a pick, or like I want to catch someone trying to go early or something like that, right? But
At this point in the game, it doesn't matter to me which person I kill so much as like I would like it to be one of the hammers, but if I like kill the penciler, the S blast too, that's fine.
right. So, but the point is, you want to be in a position to kill someone. Right?
Yeah, I think right now that position, right now it's Zuka. If I wanted to kill somebody from here, which I have,
Right.
but I don't want to use it yet because of what Pika is doing.
Right. I see. Do you know what kind of angle you would look for where you think the Zuka would be able to kill?
So the block right underneath our penalty. If somebody wants to go up there, like I know pens usually like to go up there to shoot at fan. That's
Like here?
if I can, like to the right of that, like you see the like canvas block that's right under my score. Like
Here?
plus, no, up behind the plus in the plus 18.
Like here?
Move your mouse down a little bit.
Oh, behind this block.
Yes,
Okay.
behind that block.
Okay.
Or if somebody went like to the far like top right side, then
Yeah,
I
okay. So if someone goes to one of those, you're just going to rip bazooka at them.
yeah.
Okay. Well, we got a guy going. Where'd the Zuka go? Okay. Well, I guess that was a good play. But drag? No. That's not a good play. Okay. Well. Right. Okay. I want you to tell me somewhere in the actual game where you had an actual plan so that we can practice the second part rather than just talking about plans. We'll get to that later. But first, I want you to like a place in any one of these games where you remember actually having a plan. And if this goes on for this entire game, we have a problem. Did you have a plan anywhere in here? No, it doesn't look like it.
No.
Are you seeing the problem?
Yeah.
When the torpedo locks onto you and you don't change your plan. I can
Because
see
there
them.
was no plan,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
There's still no plan. We've had no plan
well,
during any.
the plan right now is to stop or attempt to stop people from getting up our fan, but if it goes down, then I can't really do that because there's the
Okay. Well, I would say plan failed,
yeah.
right? So your plan was to prevent them from getting on this fan,
Yeah.
which I don't like because it's not very clear to me why you don't want them to get on the fan. Um, I don't know why you care about the fan, given that your bow is dead.
Mhm.
So that's not a plan for retake, in my mind, right? Like, just because they can't stand on your fan doesn't mean you can retake. So I'm gonna keep playing because I don't think that counts.
All right.
It could just be that you never make these kinds of plans, which would be the worst case scenario, but quite potentially possible. Is the game just gonna end here?
No, we win.
What the fuck? Okay, did you have a plan here? Like how you wanted to retake?
No.
Okay. Bluff, we've got a big
If you
problem.
jump, if you jump on this guy and they're actually looking for you after they kill your teammate, you instantly lose there. So if you drop on this guy, then I don't know, and you might luckily kill him, but
I think he can land this kill if he reads the movement. They are in burst flick range, regardless of
yeah,
whether they.
I don't think the mini necessarily saw them, but
Yeah.
it's not very.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, this is the problem. Okay,
Yeah.
nice, your team.
Okay, your teammates saved your ass, but that was not a good play
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
That wasn't
So
even
if you don't,
close.
no, because if yeah, see, they automatically ran away after that one. So if you're not thinking about like they kill your teammate, are they gonna turn to look at you or run away? And is this how far away is this kill and how committal is this?
Yeah.
Like I would just have went on fan.
Yeah,
If
because
you have a plan.
even if you get past this angle as a carbon, you still have a long way to go to zone. Past
Yeah.
this open area, right? So it's better to be
Yeah.
falling from fan and end up directly behind these blocks that you can dance around on and like flick over a bunch than to be on this side, right?
Yeah. I know you're aware of like sometimes you just jump on kills when you see them. But
Yeah. But if you were going to
I
go
think
for that kill, you should burst like behind him into you, if
yeah,
anything.
I don't know if you imagined what would happen after if you got the kill or like how likely the kill was in the first place.
Like I can envision a play here where like I can imagine you want to just like jump. First of all, you don't jump, which to me makes no fucking sense because they are quite far away. Like you need the extra range for sure.
Yeah.
And ideally, you're throwing the burst bomb from closer to them so that they have less time to move. You just kind of like throw it where they were, which is you love doing that, and it drives me insane because your burst bombs have travel time and your flicks have travel time, and you just like don't account for that at all. But like you could have tried to jump forward, see how they're responding in that split second, and then burst flick them. And then you would probably have to swim not through the zone, because if you die in the zone, the game is 100% over, right? But you could swim through the zone and run towards, or you could hide in this corner for a sec, regain your bearings, and then try and go for something else, because the S Blast is dead, so nothing can hit you around that wall. But honestly, I think you just have to go here and then like go to the right side of the zone and start trying to flick it. And then if people start trying to fight you, you go past the zone under like this ledge, but on the other side, effectively, because that's the only place you can really survive in. And if they look at you for a couple seconds, it might be okay. But I mean, you're like, what is this flick? This flick is into the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I realized that the kill was not on after I threw the burst bomb.
Right. But the reason you even went for that, the way you even went for that in the first place didn't make sense to me
Yeah,
because
it
like
was
you
not-
should jump
not
forward
good.
to give yourself more time to get closer and also react to what they do.
To be honest, in those situations, I just like, okay, I know that the minion's on right now, so you just go the complete other opposite way.
Mm,
I don't agree with that. I think as a carbon, you want to go for that kill because if you kill the mini, it increases the chance that your teammates will paint enough
I see.
to save the game. Because even if you go the other way, like you, doesn't guarantee that there will be a kill for you close. Right?
Right.
So if you can kill the mini, if you can kill the mini and your teammates are competent, they will shoot the zone and uncap it at least. Right?
I see.
So I think it's as a carbon trying to maximize negative paint in a situation with no time left, I think that's reasonable. But okay. It kind of seems like your problem is just not having a plan like ever. Seems like. Like, did you know what you wanted to do here? It feels like you just kind of reacted to that guy showing up.
You did.
I did that.
And that's just seeing a guy in front of you and going for a kill.
Yeah.
And you are getting rewarded for just going for kills that appear in front of you. Like a child walking towards the witch's house in Hansel and Gretel. Or whatever. I think that's a wrong analogy, but
That is not.
not how that worked.
Why did the
No.
witch leave breadcrumbs for them?
No, it was the
In
other
the
way
story?
around. It was the other
No.
way around. That's why I'm saying it's
Yeah.
a wrong analogy.
Okay.
Okay. Still no plan? No plans at all?
No, I have one now.
Okay, what's your
Um,
plan now?
I back it up a little. I want to shark in front of this like area here so that if somebody drops left, I can punish them.
Okay.
I didn't know you could punish them if they drop left from this position.
I'm saying when I want to go forward,
I see.
Yeah, he wants to be here.
so I can from here.
Okay.
Well, you don't seem to be. Well, I guess that's fine. It's worth it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. What is that?
I'm not sure.
Like, your plans don't hold. Like, I fully support you going back to your main plan of catching somebody. But this is a great way to tell everybody that you're here and completely ruin your own plan. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You also don't know for sure if anybody drops.
Yeah, so you could
can't-
totally just like burst flick and there's just a guy right here and he just directs you.
Yeah,
or
splash
crits
directs you.
Yeah, like
Yeah. So like when you turn around, you need to respect the new order of things.
yeah. I mean that's good. Okay.
Here I want to use my Zuka, and I'm not going to wait too long for a target because I know if the fan's up, there's a good chance they're just up there.
But so if the fan's up and you know they're up there, then what are you gonna do?
Pop Zuka and shoot at the back of their fan.
I don't agree with that play at all.
I don't.
Yuzuka
agree
does not
because,
have the AoE radius to reliably kill someone. If you
You
just
should be with Zuka. Zuka's like one of the few things where I feel like you should be happy to not like. You should be happy if like people start dropping from places with Zuka, so that you can like
hit them
nuke
as
them
a
in
fun.
any 1v1 you want to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you can pop it to the back of fan. I would just move all the way to the right side first.
I think
I
the
think
best
that-
angle for him in this situation is actually this wall right here to stand on top of it. I think that gives his
I think so.
the clearest sight line, and because if he goes, I was also thinking that he should go all the way to the right, but then he can't see.
Right. I see.
So I think
Yeah, I guess that would be fine.
so. Put burst bomb this wall, hang on the wall, so you can literally rip it instantly the moment they pop up, right?
Yeah.
But you like
Oh,
this is not
I
gonna
see.
this does not work. Like your team is saving you here. You notice how okay, right? There's a perfect example. right? Your plan was to pop Zuka. I'm assuming a Zuka is considered successful if you kill someone, right?
Yeah.
I don't consider it, just so we're clear, I don't consider any Zuka that doesn't actually kill anyone successful unless it literally like pushes them all into some corner for 5 seconds while we win the game. Right?
Mhm.
Like Zukas don't do much else other than kill. Right? So
Yeah, they're pretty small.
if
Yeah.
you, even though you win here, right, you should have a sense that your plan has failed because you Zuka'd and it didn't kill anyone. Right?
Yeah, you were relying on your teammate on the left to win their 1v1, your bow to shoot the guy on the fan, and then this hammer to not throw it directly at you and your teammate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. But my main point, Blob, is that like that's how. First of all, he needs to make more plans. But so we need
Yeah.
to. I think our first order of business with this guy is to fill in his flowchart. But, like when you do make a plan, like you should know that this was not a good Zuka because you didn't kill anyone. So the way you did it was wrong. So I'm gonna just take that opportunity to move forward a little bit, right? So like, obviously, right. If your plan doesn't go the way you expect it to, it wasn't a good plan.
Mhm.
And then there's like two broad possibilities. The first one is that like the general branch you chose in your flowchart was bad, where it's like popping Zuka here at all was not correct, right? Or that your like your tree needs more layers inward, like Blop was saying, where it's like you need to check for more things or use more criteria to make sure that the plan actually goes correctly, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is the hardest part.
It's also because like it doesn't like you're not in like a mental prison of your own making. Like you don't preemptively dismiss some items because they feel bad because you don't have a plan for them after if like something goes wrong and you feel like something will go wrong.
Mhm.
Wait, what do you like? So you're saying like eevee has
Like
pruned the entire
on
tree?
Menta on the right side, on Menta on the right side, if you're like not thinking about it too much, you can just imagine like if they start fighting you and you're cornered, right? The fact that you didn't have the plan to jump out once they start doing it and thus draw people over means that you'll avoid that branch, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I think eevee has pruned the entire branch of sneaking in on retake because he has gotten caught out too many times, and so he's concluded that he just shouldn't do it, as opposed to filling out enough things on the flowchart to make it work, right?
Yeah.
But the reason, like, I think you should know that it's worth figuring it out is like, to what extent does that allow you to do the things that your unique weapon wants to do, right? So it's like, I think there was a period where, like, I was just like, well, damn, maybe I just can't run forward and bubble because I kept dying, especially on humpback. Like, I was like, holy fuck, I cannot bubble. To recap here, there's always a roller or a decav or a brush or carbon or strikes or a booyah or. And it's like, okay, well, if I don't do that, then I'm just doing some like throwing bombs and shit, which is like just baby explo. So I needed to figure this out, right? So eventually I had to figure out a checklist of like exactly where on humpback to put the bubble where it doesn't instantly get shredded, where it's far enough from the zone that they are like discouraged from actually shooting at me, and I can get into position without getting intercepted every single fucking time, which largely consisted of not going right side as much because I kept going right and it wasn't working, right? But my point is, like, in order for us to even have this conversation with you to help guide you right towards the right branches of your, like, which branches you can cut and which branches you should try and keep growing, or when you should switch branches or whatever, like, you need to have a plan more often. Otherwise, we can't have the conversation. Because then you're just doing random shit, which is what like 90% of this game looked like to me, right?
Yeah. Maybe you're having fun with Bo. Too much fun with Bo.
No.
Bo won area cup.
That's why they were playing it.
Makes sense. No,
Yes.
Chinese always love Bo. So
yeah, shiny. Shiny's a
yeah.
No,
fucking
but they said
bow
that's why they were
file.
playing it this time.
Oh, fine.
What's-
Yeah.
I was like, hey, are you guys copying area cup? And they said, maybe.
It's a string.
See, Shiny's a real person, so they only play it once it's like proven good. So
It was kind of funny that they were like solo holding zone half the time.
yeah, Bo was good at that. Bo's annoying as fuck.
Yeah. So yeah, the point is
That Zucker would be number 2, right?
I think so. I think there are also ways for you to win without needing to Zuka.
Yes. Yeah.
I actually think it's. So here's another branch on your flowchart that you don't have. That you need to put on your flowchart on hold. Okay, is like there's 2 kinds of Zukas. Actually, this is perfect because it's similar to what I have. So for me, there are 2 kinds of bubble on hold. Right. There's the one where I pop it in their spawn, in their face, right?
Yeah.
And force them to use stuff early or die to me. And then separately, there's the kind of bubble that I use later, like after they've used stuff to continue icing out their push. Right? Actually, there's a third bubble where it's like half of them have passed me and half of them have not. So I use it to split the map. Right? And those are 3 different kinds of bubbles. And in my flowchart, which you can't see right now, just so you know, the best one is like I just like am in their spawn and just like force them to burn shit that they don't even want to burn, because then I don't even have to worry about them in mid at all. Right? Next best thing is to pop it when they're like half going, so that they've already committed stuff and they just like don't even get to use it. And the worst case scenario is that I have to use it at the end after they've used everything, because using at the end sucks because it gives them the most chances to clear us, kill everyone,
You first.
kill me, etc. Right? Like the longer I wait, the more risk there is that something goes wrong. So for you like Tezuka before they go, which can be good, right? The one I don't see you do as much, because you never hold it long enough, right? Like when you get Zuka on hold, you always pop it super early, I feel like, or not at all and die. The one I never see you do is like the Zuka when they're halfway going, where it's like they pop the crab and someone starts dropping. Actually, you do it sometimes on Umami, where like you wait for them to get the crab on the right side.
I have a good example. On Marlin, when you kill that hammer, right? They were still going with the rest of the hammer and the S+. So just like, be ready to unload your burst bomb and just Zuka them in the face. Easy.
At the end of the game, you mean?
No, there's one point where he killed a hammer going on the fan to attack Shiny, and then he died to the S+, because they were still going with the other hammer.
Do you remember where?
Do you remember that part?
No, I don't.
He killed a hammer.
This?
No, not this hammer. Previous hammer.
Previous hammer. Okay, then.
And then he died to an S+.
It was the one on our hold
Yeah.
where
Oh,
Yeah,
this.
that.
Yeah.
This. So like, this is great. Like, you know what the hammer wants to do. Like, I assume you automatically knew what the hammer wants to
I
do.
don't think he did. I
Yeah.
think he just.
when he dropped,
saw
I
it.
knew
He
what he
saw it
was going to
happening.
do. I was
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, it happened cons. And then here, like, okay, these people are still fucking going. So just like, you watch your ink tank to see when you can throw a burst bomb, and then just throw a burst bomb and then Zuka them.
Yeah, like you can use Zuka more when they're halfway already going. That's actually when it's easiest to kill them. One of the best times to Zuka is when they are committed. Okay, I was saying this to Stan, and Kill kind of agreed. Like, best case scenario is you kill an uncoolered guy, like before they even start, right? Or not best case scenario, but that's a
Yeah.
really good scenario.
Yeah.
Right? Then there's like this middle ground where killing them before they've really fully gone, but after they've coolered isn't good, because then you're just killing cooler people. So you're buying a little bit of time, but not that much, and they still have meter.
Yeah.
Right? In my mind, for us, one of the best times to kill them is actually even later than that, where they've used cooler, they're starting to unload specials, right? And they're starting to go, and then you disrupt them. And the reason that is good is that once they've used their special, right, it doesn't matter that they're cooler.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of the cooler is to try and preserve the specials in case something goes wrong. Obviously, the respawning is nice, but to me, that's not what makes it really threatening. It's that they can, like, go for stuff without having burned the special, and then special if the first thing doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
But if you catch them while they're halfway through their specials, right, then what happens is now they have to wait for the person that used it to get it all the way back, which is basically the same as our situation, except that they move around a little faster because they're cooler. But now you can see them, so it's like actually not that bad of a trade-off. Right? So just as a general concept, consider disrupting later to like punish them for using their stuff. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I forget what I was saying. Oh, I don't think your Zuka was necessarily the best because I think they have to go. I don't really think they can cap without dropping. And I think you can get easier Zuka shots if they do drop. So I think it is...
Okay. So if it is 2...
It's 1.
Or
me.
like a...
No, because to me that's
1.
a different kind of Zuka. Zukaing after they go is different than Zukaing before they go. You were doing the Zuka before they go. Right?
Yeah.
Now, you probably could get away with it. Or it's probably not a bad play. I don't disagree with it if you can land the Zuka kill. So it's kind of a part 2, but yeah.
It's not bad, but it's not the best thing I could have done.
I don't know. I legitimately do not know.
Maybe.
Because I don't know how easy it is to get those kills after they drop before they can cap. Because the zone on Marlin is small.
Yeah.
Right? So I actually don't know.
I think if I go to the block you were talking about and sit on the wall, it gives me a better angle into the people on far right side too.
Yeah, I think so.
If I use
so I think it could work.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah. So that's the second step. And then the third thing is to try and organize and generalize so that you are not just relying on individual plans for individual situations, right? So, okay, we talked about just now the idea of Zukaing before they go versus Zukaing while they're going, but only half committed, right?
Yeah.
And I said on Marlin, right, I don't know which one is better because I don't know how quickly they can cap.
Yeah.
Right? So in my mind, when you figure out which one is better in that situation, you should be able to apply it to other maps like Brinewater, right?
Yeah.
Which to me is similar in the sense of like, there's this area overlooking the zone where they can usually half cap, but other than like a pencil, they can't really cap the whole thing, right? A lot of times they will drop to fully cap, but the zone is small, so it's very easy for the zone to flip, right?
Yeah.
You see the connection there?
Yeah.
So, like, as we're going through this process, unfortunately, it seems like you're a little bit further back, and we need to start at step 1 of just, like, having a plan all the time. But, part of the goal of this boot camp is to give you concepts and ideas that Blop and I operate with that maybe aren't necessarily obvious to you, that will help you reduce the overall space of things you have to consider by grouping things together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like with Stan, I was talking about how going into their spawn top left on Mako is similar to like going to their snipe on Ramen, or going into their deep spawn on Brinewater, where it's like a place you go when you have a really good hold, when you can annoy them, or like Umami top right on the great area. That's another one, right? Where it's like it's a strong, annoying forward position where you can hit them really deep in their spawn,
But
but
the pencil will show you out.
they will try to clear you, and they will clear you whether or not you booyah. So you shouldn't booyah there, right? Because you will get shredded, right?
Yeah.
But all of those to me are like the same type of position. So like the criteria for when you can go for any one of those on any one of those maps is kind of similar, but not at all similar to something like going to the top left on ramen, which is like much further back and much harder to clear you. Like that's an entirely different type of map position with an entirely different set of criteria for when you can go and what you can do there, right?
Yeah.
So these, I don't really know how to like organize them in any way. They just kind of are things that exist and float around in our heads. So I think the best strategy here is just to like talk through a lot of situations and they will come up, right?
Yeah.
And you can choose to take whatever notes or not notes you want to, but yeah. Shaq is in my chat again. If your plan failed, the third option is you just fucked it up.
Yeah.
Yes, that is an option, but again, as I mentioned to Drag in the chat, it's like for most things that I think are worth going for, I think they should be relatively hard to fuck up. So the chances that it's like you just fucked it up are pretty low in my mind.
Yeah. Or you could change your reaction after you fuck it up. Unless it's like you instantly die if you fuck it up, which is like
Usually, if you
sometimes
instantly die if you fuck it up, it's probably not worth going for, in my humble opinion.
yeah.
I don't think we're playing against people good enough to require us to go for things like that all the time. And you can prioritize going for those things in situations where it's less bad if you fuck it up. Like deep spawn hold, where as long as your teammates don't royally fuck it up, you can then like still do stuff later. It's a lot less okay when we're like getting held in our spawn, where if you fuck it up, it just like royally sucks, right? Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, the concepts will just come up along the way. So, in summary, right, the 3 big goals for this bootcamp. One is to help you, like, this one for you especially, it seems like is what we will be focusing on, is just building out the flowchart so you have enough plans to cover 95 to 99% of situations, right? Like, one of the things that you could do that you know about is good in this current situation, so you aren't left lost as often, right? Then it's to get you to the point. This is more ambitious. Don't know how much we'll be able to do. This one is like get you to the point where you can set your plans with like clear expectations that are reasonable, and then adjust your plan or like adjust what you're doing based on like these 2 things, right? That's like the second thing I want you to get good at. And then the last thing is just like adding to the toolbox of like concepts and ideas that you can pull from when trying to figure out why something worked, why something didn't work. Being able to compare across more situations that don't necessarily look the same and recognize how they're actually similar, right? Etc. So like, here's another concept for you or thing for you to think about. You can probably unhold against people with whales and missiles and torps and autobombs and those sorts of clearing things. Something that I think you could do is make a more concerted effort to back super far out to give them a false sense of security after they use their clearing specials. And only like approach after shit has gone out so that they think it's safe when it isn't actually.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because normally people will torp and just kind of assume the whole chunk is clear. Right? So you can know that they're going to try and clear with torp and just like sit outside torp range, or in some angle the torp probably won't get you. And then just keep waiting for them to play like the torp cleared when it didn't. Right? Whale is,
Yeah.
I think, the biggest one that will come up most often, where it's like you can sit on angles away from the three of us where there's a 50-50 shot that like they don't whale that area at all, and then they won't be looking for you,
Yep.
or they'll think
I
it's
do that sometimes.
yeah. But you didn't mention it, right? Like you that wasn't
No.
one of your specific plans.
No.
So I think the problem is you have a lot of disconnected random ideas, but you don't have like a cohesive oh my god, a cohesive flowchart. So you
Yeah,
can't
I
pull
think so.
from it when I ask you a question. So you certainly, if you can't pull from it when I ask you a question out of game, you're certainly not going to think of it all the time in the game, right?
Yeah.
By the way, that falls under a subcategory of like trying to kill them after they start going, right?
Yeah.
Um. So
Yeah, things like missiles and will probably force you to kill them after they start going.
yes, because they probably won't approach until after they clear,
Yeah.
unless right you go for one of the things we're talking about, where it's like you go full balls to the wall, like in their shit, to try and go for something against one of the non. So like you shouldn't go where the guy with the whaler missile is going because they're not
Yeah.
gonna give it to you. So don't even try to kill them before they get it because they're not gonna give it to you. You just go for someone else who might be a little more careless
Yeah.
and know that you're gonna have to back out kind of soon because they're gonna get it eventually, right? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
But man, given that his flowchart itself is so weak, I think we should start by just like actually trying to build a complete flowchart. Right? Well,
Like on a specific map.
no, like mine.
in
Like
general.
the general flowchart of like
Oh, okay.
things to
I
go
can do
for
that
and
tomorrow.
general ranking of how to go for them.
That makes sense. Because
Yeah.
yeah, because like on retakes when he's going alone, he's not clearing. So clearing is not something he's thinking about that too hard. So just like explicitly write it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like we should probably straight
Um,
up make a document for you. Um, you're gonna have to learn to hold it in your head, obviously, when you play.
Yeah. It's just easier to start doing that when I have a list somewhere.
Yeah, so like when you're in the game, you just like, oh wait, this angle's empty. Haha, I shouldn't do that. My body was forcing me to do this weird shit, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Um, but I can start, or we can start on that tomorrow.
Well, I think we should try and. Actually, honestly, given where you are, yeah, I think we might want to start that tomorrow rather than playing because I think
Can't
making
we
this.
not play tomorrow?
No,
Or-
we can. My
Right.
flight is later than I
Okay.
thought.
I think we should probably start with that tomorrow anyway, because playing without it isn't help. That
Yes, exactly. Especially because building this flowchart will involve mostly looking at what good carbons are doing, or a lot of it will involve what good carbons are doing, and not just.
Let's examine what the best S plus is doing.
Or yeah, we can
much.
look at,
I don't know.
but then we can only look at.
I mean,
Let's not examine what the best S plus is doing. Let's examine what the second best S plus is doing.
Okay, fine.
Lobster is an alien.
How much time do you have right now?
I might only have an hour.
That's tough.
I
That's
haven't
fine. That's,
started. I don't know when we're leaving. I'm gonna go ask.
yeah, go ask. If you have an hour, that's enough time to start. I just wish Obsidian was available on desktop or on browser. Because Obsidian looks nicer than. What's it called? It's Tatsu time. What does this mean? This is so sad, bro. There are no carbons.
Carbon Roller 3.
What? Oh. LMFAO. LMFAO. Wait, what?
What?
He was
Yeah.
first?
Yeah, he got
Alright.
first.
Oh my.
You didn't know it?
No. Like,
He's
No,
good.
we got time.
I need to start watching him.
what'd you say, Evie?
We've got time.
Okay, how long ish?
They got rescheduled.
To when?
Not today.
So should we play today? I guess not. But Stan can join and hang out when he's free.
I mean, maybe we can play today if we get it done first.
We're not gonna get the whole flowchart done, but we can try. Actually, maybe we can. Maybe we can get enough done. Okay, so let's start with pull something up. You have to keep track of this. So I guess do it
Yeah.
in Notion or something. Sadly, mine is not in Notion because I like Obsidian better for this because it has more layer. You're allowed to have more layers of nesting. But let's see here. In-game stuff. Page. eevee flowchart. How do you do that thing? Toggle. Yeah, okay. Oh, perfect. Okay.
Cool.
Multi-nesting. Okay, you got it, boss. You're going to take this. So, what should we start with? Neutral?
Probably.
Okay. So, I'm not even going to look at your gameplay. I'm just going to look at...
I love how this insane brush is just a VTuber.
Or you can make them headings too.
Oh, nice.
Put him.
That's you, Bob. Actually, I don't remember. Did Stan have a completed flowchart? Oh, fuck, I didn't record, so nobody else knows.
That's fine.
Right.
Stan felt like he had more of a plan all the time, though. More of a plan more often.
Makes sense to me.
But... yeah, I'm not going to worry about his flowchart yet. I think we can fill it in as it goes, but... eevee needs an explicit... why is this guy playing Squeezer? What the fuck?
Told you, these guys are weird.
What is this guy doing? Okay, he's playing Squeezer. That's not helpful. Okay, you know what? Let me watch. No, but Iwata only plays turn. Okay, whatever. Iwata's doing shit that, like, doesn't apply because he's fighting against 3,600 people in tournament, but whatever. We're just going to look. Because even if he's, like, mindlessly playing open or anything, it will still be good enough. What's good enough for Iwata is good enough for you. Okay, let's just look at what he does in neutral. This is going to look fucking crazy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, first thing I can write down is just like sit next to Blop or me and fish for, or like sit, like bait teammates, basically. Right? Blop?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that like a broad enough? I think so. I think that's a good enough category. Yeah, okay. LOL, his controller is dying. This guy's just going.
That's not what that counts as
That's not
going.
going.
Never mind. Yeah, no, he's not. Okay.
Oh my god, what the fuck? You're so good. I didn't know
Number
Carver had that much
two.
range.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They will not expect it, but eevee can't land those. So
Oh, 5 seconds back.
I think option 2 is like find ledges to harass people. Find ledges against find ledge to harass for
This case,
kill.
I think it was a prediction of what the squeezer would do. Because like if the squeezer doesn't drop there, then you feel like a fool. Well, you don't feel like a fool because if
No,
they
no,
drop, they
no,
don't kill
no.
you.
Even if they don't drop, you can harass the
Yeah, they
ledge.
don't kill you. They don't kill you. This,
Yeah,
this is covering the part where they drop and kill you.
yeah.
So like go for it.
Cover.
Or
He's
like
Yeah,
also going with the teammate.
I don't think that's
yeah,
super relevant, but like cover
the squeezer
ledges.
would have killed him.
What'd you say, Bob?
Oh, nothing, nothing.
Like cover ledges aggressively. Yeah. And then some criteria for that is like weapon at the ledge needs to not be able to like hit you back. So like not a blaster or a slosher, right? And then needs to be relatively difficult to hit from the side, I think. So like what map am I thinking of where this is not a good idea? I'm thinking of a map in particular. Like crab leg on the right side,
Yeah.
like not so great.
You don't want to be prolonged under that.
Crab
level.
leg on the left side, good. Okay, but now the thing I don't know is when exactly you should be going for this, like in terms of killing. Like, do you need to preempt them getting there? Probably, right? Well,
For which ledge?
like, is it worth it to cover the ledge if they aren't gonna die to you, right? I think it's only worth going for if you think they'll die to you.
We're talking about the ledge where they stand to paint zone. Or are you talking about?
I'm talking about in general, like if
Any
you're
ledge.
Oh.
any ledge at the beginning of the game near mid.
I
This is what
think
I mean.
it's-
Like it's any
well,
ledge, bro.
okay.
Like you need to like
I
think
think-
more in terms of any ledge. I think if they're not gonna die to you,
It
it's
is-
not worth going for it.
It is sometimes. It is when there's like not a better place I can go.
No, because there's always the option of just baiting us, and that's
Yeah,
always a
waiting.
good. Waiting
Waiting
and
and
baiting us
waiting.
is always a good
Waiting.
option. Like always.
You don't even need to wait and bait. Like let's say a paint path opens up for you. If you just are going all the time, then you wouldn't see that.
Yeah.
But
So I
on-
think
I'm using it again as an example, but on crab leg, on baiting you guys, I feel like that's hard because there's not very many places I can sit that won't get accidentally shot at trying to shoot at you guys. And paint paths through
well,
paint paths through zone are not fun on that map.
okay, okay,
Or,
that's a
like-
very extreme example. Okay. Also, like even there, I'm not sure you should be sitting at the ledge the whole time. Like it might be better for you to not appear at the ledge until you can actually kill. You know what I mean? Like you hang out by the wall. You hang out by the
At
wall.
at the start, if somebody is close, I can usually kill them, and I can get them if they back up into the lower side that's further back.
You can or cannot.
Can, because if I go around to like the railing in bottom left, I can flick behind the block.
Okay. Okay, but still, like I don't. Okay, well, let's just keep watching. We'll fill that in later. We'll see how often he chooses to go for the ledge. Okay, well, this is already no longer neutral, so I'm just gonna move forward here. Honestly, it's hard to find neutrals other than openings, so I'm just gonna move forward to the next game.
Okay.
Because I think what applies in opening will roughly apply in most other neutral situations. There'll be
I
more
see.
paint options. It's just like hard to define or like find them. It's very easy for me to find a hold or a retake. I just like look for the map to be completely one color and then I pause. What the fuck is this comp?
You didn't notice?
No. Okay, this makes sense to me. Hold on. What is it about this position that is...
Why isn't
to-
he just swimming it and going around the corner?
Yeah, okay. This is what I mean. I think he is waiting. His way of playing neutral is to wait near cover that he's gonna swing to jump them, whether it's over a ledge or around a wall. Obviously, over a ledge is better, but good people won't give you that, so you go around the wall. So it's like, I don't know how to describe it. Well, okay. This is still like a scrappy neutral fight, I think. Okay, I think the scrappy neutral fight is over. Yeah, he's in his spawn. Okay, go next. I'm very curious where he'll go. Vac charger. What the fuck? Okay.
Ooh, his teammate didn't know.
Yeah, okay, see? So he consistently, eevee, right? He waits away from the thing he wants to attack and goes when he thinks someone else is going to go there and tries to catch them for going. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like hiding in the woods next to a train track and waiting for the train to be about to go by and then blowing up the tracks.
What?
As one does on a regular Tuesday. Like, he's intercepting people's paths. But he sits far enough away that he's not gonna, like, get caught before he chooses to intercept.
Yeah, not like the stupid not on his team.
Does that make sense? eevee, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I said
So, like, that's not... That's a specific type of play. It's the, like... How do I just, like... I guess it's like intercepting enemy rotations would be the way of describing it. That seems like his bread and butter is intercepting enemy rotations. And the general criteria is like you are like preferably behind cover, but or like not, they will not fire at you because you have some distance to them. Right? What else? You are predicting where they're going to go and you're going to catch them when they get there, right? And you're usually like swinging around a wall or flicking over a ledge when you catch them, so that even if they don't die, you don't die immediately, right? So you have cover at the point of attack, right? So you're not even at the cover. You're generally like away from the cover you're going to end up using, but at the point that you're going to intercept them, there's cover to work with, right?
Yeah.
Which to me is similar to like sitting bottom left on Marlin, right? And then planning to go to top mid to harass someone, but you don't actually go until like there's, I don't know why I'm saying harass, kill. You don't want to harass them, you want to kill them, right? But like you're waiting for there to be someone that you think is going to end up somewhere that you can kill them when you go to top mid on Marlin, right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like that seems like his bread and butter because he's done it like every game. Okay, this is some crazy shit going on. Okay, this is no longer neutral. There's no such thing as neutral on Flunder. Actually, that's not true. Well, okay. This is a neutral. He's clipping, so he must have just done something insane. What is happening here?
No, he killed somebody accidentally.
What's the plan here? I guess he's trying to catch them again? Because he thinks they're going to try and go with the vac but not stand in it correctly? Okay, he's jumping in. Okay. This is a terrible map to choose to look at more. You know, let me go back to Urchin, or Undertow. Oh, wait, weren't they running some weird ass shit? Yeah, okay, go next. I don't want to look at that. That's super skewed matchup wise. Show me gameplay. Oh, this is a tournament. That's why it's two. Okay, here, perfect. I don't think he's going to swim straight up to the ledge. I really don't.
Uh-oh, it's turf war.
It is? Oh, fuck.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
This guy.
Nah, he's swimming straight up to the ledge.
No.
Oh wait, what the fuck?
Well, he couldn't, even if he wanted to.
Okay, sure. Actually, I'm very curious to see how he's going to play this whole game out. This map seems ass.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. This guy seems to be using middle of mid. Seems like the only thing he can use. I don't know how he didn't kill that guy, but unlucky. I don't know. He seems to be finding his way into mid. What the? He does a lot of prediction, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed, generally. Okay, this is retake, but I'm just curious. Okay, now eevee, how is that different from your Zuko's on retake?
He was already like halfway going, and his teammates were like,
No. I don't even know what you're going to say, but no. It's the crab of his teammate is making their movement very obvious. Also, he burst bombs them before shooting. So
True.
they're already weak, and it's very obvious they're going to swim a straight line running away from the fucking crab. So that makes it way easier to hit the shot. Right?
mm-hmm.
There's no like ambiguity about whether they're going to squirm around. So we can actually kill them. Dude, this gun has so much range when he's using it.
Yeah, notice how earlier after the Zuka, he's using bursts to kind of like ward people off. Even further back. So after the Zuka finishes, so there's nobody directly under him because of course not. Okay, it finishes. This just like make sure people aren't like directly on him.
What a fucking flick, dude. Isn't it crazy that eevee could be doing this? Like his weapon is theoretically capable of it.
Yeah, this weapon is really hard. Oh, what the fuck? I've never seen that bait on a Kraken before.
It's because half the time when we do it, we just get lag killed.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Oh shit. Okay, they saw him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure he was thinking about that.
Well, he seems to have won anyway, but. Okay, back to looking at neutral. I don't care about. Okay.
Oh, perfect map.
Will he do something different? See, look, he doesn't actually go, but he like prepares it because he's gonna try and go. Yeah, see? See? This is his bread and butter. It's the you're not looking and I'm gonna hit you from some carbon range you didn't know existed with burst flick. That's his neutral bread and butter. I'm half behind a wall. They don't see me coming right at this moment. They know I'm there, but they don't see me coming right at this moment. And I catch them out of nowhere. Right?
Even the first burst bomb, he followed up with a flick because like if people are like closer, then they just die. So it's a keep away kind of thing.
It's also a paint thing, Blob, I think. He like throws
It's
the
a
burst to
paint
the end of his range and then flicks so that
Yeah.
in total it looks like one big blaster shot kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, see? He doesn't even wait for cooler. He's just waiting for there to be a guy for him to catch. Otherwise, he's just waiting and painting. So I guess set up paint routes with vertical flicks is like the thing at the bottom of your neutral hierarchy. Okay, this is not right. Hold on. What you're looking for is try to intercept rotating opponents. Okay, that's the category, right? And these are the specific things that have to happen.
That's rude. The grab thing wasn't showing up and let you steal it.
And then this falls under that. Oop. Prefer ledges.
That's also this one.
Yes. To not be able to immediately fight back. And then this part's actually not super relevant. And then what's the walls also work because you can side peek them and then tuck away again. Right? You
Yeah.
understand how this all falls under like one big category of like
Yeah.
you only go right before they get there. Otherwise,
Otherwise, you can
or
get cleared.
have to predict when they are going to make the rotation. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what? This guy's a lunatic, bro. Well, actually, let me check. TT.
What?
I'm gonna check the other Carmen to see if he
Oh,
has a
okay.
different approach. VTuber.
Why are you avoiding the earlier ones?
I'm just trying to make sure I get something that's an actual. Because he does like random 1v1 stuff sometimes. And it's like,
Oh, okay.
Both of them do that.
not anymore. Because neither of them play. LOL. Except Iwata is playing secretly. To the great jealousy of the general public. Okay, this should be an interesting map. I don't know what the fuck you do. Oh, this is tower.
Oh, yeah, that tweet was about him saying he was doing random weapons and still got into top 1K.
LOL. Well, when your aim is that good, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Okay. This seems different. I don't know what this was.
This guy is technically a better player by XP metrics.
That's not relevant. They're both very high, so.
Well, I know. It's like
Aren't they both 38?
It's like a difference of less than 100, I think.
Yeah, no one fucking cares about that.
Damn, I didn't know you could do that.
Okay, wait, this is not neutral anymore. Fuck. Okay, go next. I need to watch a neutral where he doesn't instantly explode. You get to sit a little bit closer than them, by the way, because you have Ninja Squid. I think.
Yeah.
But, okay, what is he doing? This looks totally different.
It's because he's playing against double rollers, blue CDS.
I don't know what that means.
It means like nobody's gonna shoot him for just running across mid.
Oh, I see. Okay, he is trying to find a ledge, but he's not waiting. He's just trying to... Okay, whatever. That's neutral. This feels like a match that would have long neutrals, so hold on. Nope, he's already in their base. What the fuck? Okay, let's... Wait. Nope, they're pushing back. Okay. This guy's flicks are so pretty, dude.
Yeah, because he's actually like looking at them instead of
No, but like
trying to do it.
Iwata's look a little more feral. His look like... His is like a exponential fall off, where it's just like snaps to them and it's like really gentle on top of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just like a sharp square
Oh, shit.
wave.
That was a good Zuka.
Yeah.
Zuko's like ancient. Just pop one to say fuck one person in particular, and you're probably good.
Yeah. But you have to actually be able to hit them. So Eevee likes
Yeah.
doing it
The
when
only
he's
reason
way
he
too
hit
far
them
away
was
to
because
actually kill them.
he predicted they would drop.
What
I didn't
the-
know that was a thing.
I feel like everybody tries to drop off of what they're on against Azuka.
Yeah. I've seen you hit this before.
This guy's doing a lot more ledge abuse.
Dang.
Jesus, man. Yeah, this guy is like. He reminds me more of Neat Spa in terms of like. He's close to them, but always like around a wall or a ledge that makes it hard to hit him. And he's constantly moving around. Right? Yes, no?
No.
No, Blop?
No, I was kidding.
Okay. Okay, let me try and find a zones rotation because they'll probably be in mid longer.
I found the area 7 months ago. XP 4000. Okay, whatever.
Where?
Go up.
Oh.
Yeah, that one.
I don't think this is a tournament.
That's a 1v1.
Oh, is this
I'm pretty
S plus? Is this S plus XP 4000 area? So
This is
maybe
a
he's playing
1v1.
S plus.
This
No,
is
it's a 1v1, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then go to the other one that says area.
What?
Yeah, maybe that one. Yeah.
But that's
fine.
clams.
Oh, what the fuck is he naming these things?
I know, right?
Maybe he's saying that he is 3500.
Maybe. Okay,
Zones.
neither of these is zones.
Interesting.
This is some 2v2 shit. Tower again. This guy loves tower control and clams. Maybe he only plays tower control and clams. Oh,
Oh, this
and
is
it's
only
this
30 minutes.
map. And it's this map. Yeah, but we don't need that much footage.
Okay.
Will he go top? Yes. Will he try to cross? No, I don't think so. He's gonna go for the block, I think. Holy fuck. Okay.
I think that's just a
Yeah,
burst
that
bomb
was
throw.
just a burst bomb.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this guy just hangs out around walls and tries to right peek people or like go over the wall or whatever. Oh.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a guy there actually. I thought he just sent it into the wall for no reason.
What the fuck is this position?
Obviously, he's looking for it. He's just like, because it's not painted very well, so if they disrespect it, then he's just looking for that. Okay, that was. Okay, good. He
But he
jumped.
gets out. He gets out. He gets out. This is more retake than anything, but I'm guessing he's gonna Zuka again. Yeah. This doesn't seem like a good Zuka.
It seems like he only wants to clear this specific ledge, but it doesn't really clear it. I guess it kind of did.
Enough for him. Oh,
Oh,
my god. Oh.
Dang.
How the
Did
fuck?
he squid roll that? The fuck?
How did he get here?
Well, see, this guy failed, so that's enough. And this guy wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. He did squid roll that, yes.
Reading
This seems
through the
even harder
scribble.
than whatever Hiwata's doing, but this looks more like Nori than anything. In terms of just kind of going with like no
Guess who
paint.
used to play Garvin?
I know. But like he's going without a lot of paint, but he's using a ton of cover. You see, you know what I mean? Okay, this is hold.
He's also very sneaky. Oh, stupid Tetra.
That's fine. He backs away from him preemptively. Oh my
Yeah, that
god.
happens.
Unlucky.
Okay.
See, this is like what your retake could look like instead of waiting for them to come to you. I think.
That bottom right Zuko was a bit
Yeah, that was a
hard
bit.
to understand.
I
Yeah.
would not have used the bottom Reizuka.
Well, that's not what got him in anyway. It was this
No.
hanging out on this wall, sneaking into the bubble, swimming up this wall, going here, waiting for him to fall by accident, and then just immediately crossing, and then walking into 2 jumps. But
And
you're
generally,
more
if
likely
you
to
go
find
really-
opportunities if you're like sneaking into their shit all of a sudden. Because usually the most dangerous people are not. Actually, wait. Okay, create a section for retake.
Got it.
And it's like abuse geometry and cover to try and break through to the back line, I think, is your goal. Where specifically the back line is like where the furthest back people are, not like all the way in their spawn, because that's too far. But if you can abuse geometry well, you can try to like. But the key is to like actively try to avoid the big threats. Like go where they're not gonna cover. Right? Like he doesn't go anywhere near the slosher. Or whatever weapon it is. Is it a slosher? Yeah, it's a slosher.
He just tried to max range the slosher.
No, but like during this. Not here. I guess it doesn't
That's the
matter.
slosher.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter to him. But he's trying to get close behind, is what I would describe it as. Like whatever angle someone is holding, he's trying to get like just barely behind it. Or close quarters on them in a 1v1. This seems like he's going to die, yeah. Okay, what did he go for here? Oh, he jumped. Yeah, okay. No, that's what you get when you don't clear. A lot of jumping.
Seems like they all start like quite far back, and then paint, and then see if anybody's like not paying attention to the paint.
Yeah. So actually add that. Maybe move that up in your hierarchy.
Oh man, this guy got fucked.
The waiting and painting thing.
Ah,
But the point is you need to set vertical paint, like paths that you can actually use, right?
that be before intercept? Probably, right?
No,
No.
Damn.
no. You do that because you can't intercept anyone,
Okay.
right? Is he gonna lose? That's so okay.
Oh.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
that Zuko was a bit.
yeah,
That Zuko was a bit
not good enough.
last minute. But with carbon, if you're carbon alone, then you can't outpaint them or anything, so you do have
Yeah.
to kill them.
Oh, Brainwater, look at that. Okay, where's he gonna go? Is he gonna do what Iwata does, or is he gonna do something else? Yeah, they do sit far back and kind of.
I mean, like if you sit in the zone, then you just get explode, right? So it seems like a good idea to me.
Okay, so he just
Oh
gets
my
Izuka,
God.
bro. No, but like he was going for that. Like that was his plan from the
Yeah.
beginning. He's very clearly not going for anything else. And Izuka is good.
And he gets it so fast that
They
they're
aren't
kind of like they're like kind of like creeping up on him.
Yeah. I don't
The
think.
second one was a bit.
I was just laughing at the second one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the second kill was a bit fun. Oh my god.
This looks like Nispa in terms of like they know he's there, but he approaches behind cover in such a way that they can't shoot him, and he just goes instantly so they can't stop him. And he just keeps going closer to them until he can't. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, he was doing that
Okay.
even in neutral, so you could add that as like rush people in a way that they can't respond because you're behind cover.
Here comes the jet.
Well, this is now not neutral, so let me jump to it.
He knows exactly when to disappear too.
Yeah, but that's not helpful
Yeah.
for our purposes of building this flowchart block. I haven't really figured out what is general. Okay, you could put farm Zuka as one of your neutral plans. That's probably like close to the
Yeah.
bottom. But it is
Yeah,
something.
that is a plan.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what I thought he was going to go for in the other game. This guy seems to like the other thing I was saying, which is just like go up to ledges and harass people.
Yeah, that happens.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I guess like add something that's like probably goes here. And it's like approach using ledges and cover to harass. Have to go fast to avoid getting caught going for it, and also what else? What else is he doing that's important? Well, preserve your burst bombs. He doesn't burst his feet or anything. So that's what allows him to go for it, because then you can... Yeah. And if you don't get it, you'll probably die, so... Anyway, okay. Oh, this is the wrong game. Oops. Yeah, he seems more willing to just, like, fight them using cover. None of them are baiting their teammates at all, to be honest. But I still think that's something you can do. That can work. Yeesh. Okay, this is a neutral, I'd say. There's shit going on, but... Yeah, okay.
I like that might have been baiting teammate.
Yeah, I think so.
This guy's sleeping.
I'm shocked he didn't get that kill, honestly.
Yeah, that looked like it would have been like an 80 damage flick.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
baby.
He went fast. He's going fast and surprising though. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably something like extra effective if you already killed / cleared one to try and extend the chain. I feel like that's the biggest thing they're doing. Is like they get one and then they start like trying to extend the chain by just like using
Because
cover.
people aren't paying as much attention.
Yeah. That's the best time to catch people is when you've killed one. Okay, back to Iwata. Okay, sorry, I need to get to a neutral. They lose?
No.
Yes. Ooh, Mahi. Very curious. What?
Yeah.
Yep.
That is what will happen.
Yep. So still the thing about... Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Oops.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not sure the other guy would have popped up above the ledge for that flash. Dude, what is that guy doing?
Okay. Nice, he can roll. Oh, he ran away.
But he still Zukas after hitting them. Oh.
Yeah,
Farm
makes sense.
Zuka.
So it always helps to
Hit them
have
first
a
if you can.
basically like a 300% bigger hitbox. That does help.
What does? Oh,
Oh,
having to
getting
only hit
kills.
70?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't necessarily have to be in front of them to bait them. To the side / behind also works, right? I think this is good enough for neutral. Like, if he can do one of these things, like, choose one of these things to do consistently.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I think this is roughly the...
Really, I feel like the first thing is paint. Set up paint routes.
No, okay. I order it in terms of what you'd like to be doing.
Oh, what you want to be doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, given the option to do this, you would always choose to do this before doing this. It's just that you
Yeah.
have to do this in order to be able to do this. In the same way that, like, obviously, I would rather use bubble than keep painting. But
Yeah,
sometimes I have to keep painting, right?
I see.
So that's how I order it, because I think that's a better way of thinking about it. Because then you're, like, always trying to do this, and, like, every time you're choosing what to do, you're going through this one, eliminating it, going through this one, eliminating it, going through this one, eliminating it, and then choosing to do this.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
That's how I understood it to work.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to focus on retake and neutral as opposed to worrying about retreating. Because retreating is a little more... Here, let me do retreating real quick. Oops.
I was doing 3.
Oh, don't do that. Do 2. You bitch.
I don't think it works. Oh. I don't know why it didn't.
Oops. Retake, right?
Yeah.
I think we can cover this one kind of okay. Shark. For people. Roughly speaking, I feel like retreat is relatively straightforward. It's just those.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I don't think any of the other ones are good.
Right. Okay, so Blop, do you want to look through retake or hold? I guess retake is harder.
Retake. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold he has more.
Also makes sense.
Yeah, hold on. Okay. Let me stick with one guy at a time. Okay. What the fuck? What is this? What? This is not a
What?
retake. This is a hold.
Yeah, it's not retake.
Yeah, okay. Okay, he won. He did not win. I lied. They fucked it.
You gotta fit in one more slash.
His teammates. I hate reflex, bro. Okay, still not a real. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Like actual full retake. There's a guy up there. They know he's coming. Dude, he goes
Holy
anyway.
shit. It's because he's a carbon. Who's gonna peek the carbon?
Exactly. This is what you need to understand, Eevee.
It's not there's not like a slosher or a blaster.
Yeah, I agree.
They have things with walls and expo though. He's
Yeah,
still
but-
going,
That's not
Yeah,
gonna
but they
help
can-
them push him down there.
I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's look at this guy since he is fighting things that will. Hold on. Let's find a different one.
He's fighting thing.
He will fight good players. I wish I could translate. This is so sad.
That's turf war.
Is it? I wasn't
Yeah,
looking.
it is.
Oh, great.
It's turf war. Gachi King area.
This is Gachi King?
Oh,
Okay,
It
well,
says
you got
King.
Takashi.
Yeah.
this'll do. Oh, it's Umami. Oh, but we're only gonna get 2 maps though.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll just look at a
Fine
few
for
and
this.
then move on. Yeah.
Wow, how sneaky.
Same principle though, in terms of like, he catches them as they're coming up. Like he just
Yeah.
conveniently knows.
It's because they put a wall.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
the wall.
Yeah.
But he wait. The point is he's waiting, right? So. You recognize the bamboo blob?
No.
Or is it just some
No.
guy? Okay,
Wait. Oh, I didn't see who he killed. Sorry.
that's fine. It's probably just some guy. Well, there's your guy.
He had the map open.
Yeah.
The guy he just killed was named Pumpkin Pie.
That looked like an
Yeah.
eevee Zuka.
I'm not sure why you popped that. That build looks like
It reminds me of Matcha.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Quatsi.
I don't think it's him though.
No. Dude, what is this guy doing? Oh wait, sorry. I'm supposed to be looking at retake. I have bad news.
Dang.
2460 immediately. That's crazy. Well, let's just look at the neutral for fun. See, I wish you'd do more of this. Like, hang out by a wall, and then just run forward.
He's
and
actually
flick.
clearing this like a long range weapon, which is fun.
Oof. What the fuck?
What?
That was probably a panic jump.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think
This
he's
is
gonna do
retake.
here?
Surely he moves because every time I've ever sharked here, I've been domed.
He's gonna swim up to the right and try and kill someone. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna Zuka, by the way.
No, I
Oh, just
Okay,
kidding.
well.
He's gonna Zuka, circle, and get nothing. Okay. Okay. You should hang out here more. Ooh.
Why is he allowed to do that?
I don't know. I've never seen you go for it.
That's because if I go there, I feel like I'm just gonna get shot by that bucket and die.
Well, maybe you have to stand in the perfectly right spot for the perfectly short amount of time. I mean, he wasn't there for that long.
I mean, now he starts getting shot, and then he assumes that the bucket will think that he ran away fully.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, they aren't trying to shoot him because they assume he swam away.
Yeah. If you look at the bucket shots, they were tracking the runaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, missing that puts him in a bad position.
Okay, retake. Here we go. I don't think he's gonna wait that much.
He just kind of.
Well, give it time.
True, he's painting. Somehow it's already clear, actually.
There's no way he
That
knew
was
that guy
kind
was
of
there.
lucky.
Oh no, he saw him. I think.
No.
Wait. Did he know that? Right there. He saw that probably. It was just like, oh, okay, I don't know why that guy's not going for me, but cool.
Yeah, that's not reliable, I don't think.
No.
No, I do that. That sucks.
Dang. This decap sucks.
It's hard to kill carbon around ledges and cover. 'Cause you have to.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You can't approach.
It's like trying to kill a brush because they're jumping all the time and shit.
Yeah. Uh. I think. Okay, retake again. This guy is not contributing to retake. He's just getting. Oh, okay. Yep,
Dang.
makes sense to me. Now what? Zuka? Yeah.
Okay.
I like Tatsu's retake a lot better, I can't lie. Granted, Tatsu's opponents don't seem super good. Well, he's fighting top 500s. I don't know. Yeah, this guy's just hanging out near walls, man. Oof. Okay, no retake. Look at that whole enemy team while jumping to their teammate. A beautiful sight to behold. Oh. No, they won.
Well, that's weird.
Crazy. Well, I didn't see him do anything on any retake there, so I'm gonna...
No. He's being carried by Chikashi.
His team comp is ass, bro. He is hard carry. You realize he is killing everyone. He has to be.
I'm aware.
Okay, wait. No, this is not a real retake. This is like a half retake. Dude.
See, the thing about hitting your shots is that people start running away from you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So it helps a lot.
Yes. But this weapon seems hard as fuck, so... I don't know. It's up to you to fucking make it work or give up.
I see. I'm surprised he didn't go for the crab on the right side. Oh, that wasn't the crab.
I'm not.
Okay, cool.
Surprised.
Oh, you brought your tag.
Well, we got seen.
I don't think
Yeah.
he realizes he was tagged. Okay, retake. Yay.
I mean, he's not like waiting for them to come up. He's like making them go away with burst bombs first. Good one. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's some cheater bullshit. I never kill crabs from low ground with this
Well,
special.
maybe you aren't aiming precisely enough. It's definitely possible. Oh, he's just going. Okay.
Yeah, the pencil wasn't set in place yet.
Nice.
Yeah, cooler.
Yeah. The classic.
Okay. Pretty easy to disappear, yeah. I'm sure they knew where he was, but
But do you see how little they actually wait and how much more they just like use cover to rotate anyway, and then just like sit somewhere for a sec, and then go for something at max range burst flick, and then just leave, and then like go try something else. Like he's just gonna go for that, and then he's gonna sit here, and then he's gonna go for it again, and then he's gonna rotate here. He's
Yeah,
probably gonna
even
back up
that's
a
why
little
it
bit.
helps. Even when they're marked and shit, like there's still stuff going on.
Yeah, because they can use cover to make it so that even though everyone knows they're there, it's you can't approach. Like they sit in position. That's why I mean by like abuse the fact that your weapon can hit over ledges and has a super threatening burst combo insta kill that kills from ranges that people don't understand.
Yeah, but it's unfortunate. You need to be really good to basically turn into like a splatter shot. So
It's better than a splatter shot because it insta kills blood.
yeah, that's true.
I have more range than a splatter shot.
Oh,
Okay. I'm not sure I would have
I
gone for the
choked.
second first bomb.
It's just okay. He didn't retake again. I need to jump further forward into the VOD. It's
A good team. Nah, they're definitely at 2200 now.
Doesn't even tell you. I don't think they're at 2200. Actually, I'm curious what he does in neutral here. Is he gonna wait here and then try and go? You see what I mean, Eevee? Like they will keep painting it. Like they'll keep painting it and painting it and painting it until the opponent gets lazy, and now they
It's
have
like
a
what we
path.
told you. It's like it's not useful to know where the carbon is generally. So
But you see how they're like constantly doing like it's not even like a bait thing. It's just like a pre-preparing constantly paths. Because now this guy like mentally he kept painting this, so he doesn't register that he can be right here and then jump forward and burst flick. Oh, sad. Like you have to paint your paths to do that, and you have to sit in places where you can use cover to close the gap and then use your trail, right? Like that's a big, broad thing missing from your gameplay. Wow, how is that
Dang.
guy alive? I feel like every time I've seen him do that, it kills. He's clipping it to look at it later. Okay, well,
he's reporting them.
okay, well, here we go. Retake. He's not going to wait for them. He's going to try and catch them as they're coming in. Hold on. Let me put that in here. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wrong person. Yeah, see, he's catching. He's going way before I feel like he would.
Dang. They know where he is, but it is not useful for them.
Yeah. And then from there, it's like crossfiring teammates and stuff. Cleaning up. I feel like this is your best option. Right? Eevee.
Yeah.
Like that's your
I think
first
so.
option. That's what I'm saying. Like I think your first option is just to like if we're fighting, just like clean up our kills.
Yeah.
Right. Um. Right. Does that make sense? Like you want them to become predictable, but I feel like you just rip the Zuka the moment someone is out in the open, which
Yeah.
isn't always enough.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay, this is no longer retake. Okay, they won. Wow, they found instantly. What the fuck? Oh wait, I want retake. Right. Oh. Okay. What the fuck was this?
He just dodged right as the mini covered his spot, so he knew he could run back in after the mini finished.
Hey, it's not too. Yeah. Well, they're still in retake. I'm assuming he's gonna try. Yeah, when they get Zuka, they try to use the Zuka because it's their best option on retake. So honestly, this probably goes a lot higher. They never farm for it though. If you've noticed, like they're never like on retake, they're never farming for Zuka. They just get it eventually while going for other stuff.
I mean, you don't need to farm to paint well.
Yeah.
You can just like be normal and and keep people away, and then paint.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, don't die to bombs on retake.
Using cover.
Yeah.
Gonna try and
he's,
catch someone swimming forward, maybe. No. Where is he going?
He's close to Zuka, I guess. Oh, he's hoping it's 10. Nice, the 10's.
Yeah, that's breaking through the back line, I think. He's abusing existing paint to run like super far forward into.
It helps that the 10's is there.
Yes. True.
That's why he's going with the 10.
Yeah.
And if the 10 gets ganged up on like that, he can clean it up.
Yeah. Like Stan would be your. Well, I don't think he can go with teammates if they push. Because we don't paint nicely like a tent does. And I'm not going first. So. Actually, you could go with my bubble. Like if I drop right on Umami and bubble, you could go with that. Somewhere
I
similar.
mean, if possible, you should write it down. Don't make it. Make it exclusive to this team.
Yeah. Um.
Like he can go at that situation because he knows nobody's sharking
Yeah.
because they would have sharked the tent. Like,
Yeah.
and they're not actively shooting at him, so you can just go. That's all.
Yeah.
It helps that if it's painted, but it's mostly about people not sharking him and people not actively covering it.
Yeah.
Okay, they definitely saw that trail. Oh, they didn't.
Notice how he goes for it under the ledge, Eevee. He doesn't climb
Yeah.
the ledge to fight. Right? And he immediately biases towards the block so that it's a weird angle to shoot back at. Okay, what does he do here? Yep.
Yeah, this weapon can paint.
Yep. I guess he's gonna go for Zuka play again. Yeah. When they have Zuka, they pretty much always try and find a way to use it, but they're getting fucked. Okay.
Yep.
Just for a brief moment of comparison, let us reflect on your gameplay. Did we play Umami? We must have. Yep. I fear we may have instantly won though. Okay.
Yeah, so you need to play keep away with like burst bombs and a flick,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
You need to make
And
more of
then
an effort to directly scare them instead of trying to sneak to them. Just like as a general rule. Like you need to. Also, you should be hugging this wall right on so the wiper cannot hit you unless they full
Yeah.
swing.
And the helpful thing about burst flicking is that you can start rolling away as soon as the flick overs. But I know you know that, so
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, there's you need to
I just need
like
to do it.
you can hit him. You can hit this guy. If you hug this and then try and burst flick, you can hit this guy,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then roll backwards back behind the cover.
Yeah.
And we take
I wouldn't concern yourself with the rail. I would just concern yourself with getting in.
yeah. This you can go for. Good. Yeah.
Had to be vertical, I
The
guess.
wrong flag.
Yeah. I think they would know that and go for vertical.
Yeah.
Because if you can get that, that's good. Okay, see, difference between you and them, they would be flicking from here.
Yeah, and also
Might
swim
also
into the
already be
control.
going.
Yes, please swim into the control.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you get slightly tagged. You can back up.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
Don't need Zuka here. Yeah, so
It kind of matches what they're doing,
no,
to be honest.
no, not like that, I don't think.
I
There's
see.
one target that you can't really see. Like when he pops the Zuka, the target is not there. It's also
I see.
further than where they are from, Zukaing from normally. And also they already killed people. We already killed people. So they would
Right.
swim forward first and then Zuka if they need to kill.
Right.
Not Zuka from all the way back here.
I see. But in my opinion, I guess the reason they're Zukoing from all the way back there is because the fight is still going on, but the team we're playing against in this VOD isn't as like active, so they're not actually all up there.
Yeah, there's no one to shoot at, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is fine. Jump in, I think. They do jump in a lot more. Even
Yeah.
without cooler and solo.
And yeah, just swim up to me, I would say.
Yeah, like
Not
swim.
up to me, but like closer. And then probably you can
You would probably
burst
already be
this
going.
guy.
He would already be going for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, already burst this guy, and you're fine because you're behind this block
Yeah.
from the pencil. So already burst him,
Yeah.
and then if the wiper
You
walks
should-
onto you, just drop.
Yeah. Like you should make a more concerted effort to go for stuff rather than praying that they don't hit you until they get close. Like you
Yeah.
have to fight with the burst flicks. I think. Right.
Yeah.
That's just like a universal thing. Because they're gonna hit you by accident if you just sit there. Like if you do that, the wiper probably backs off and Blob can approach.
Yeah.
As long as you keep using the cover. Okay, also notice how they don't use burst bombs to move.
Yeah.
They do not use burst bombs to move. Because you need them to
If
fight.
you have time to burst, you have time to vertical flick once.
Yeah. There too. I don't think they'd. Okay.
Dang, that was ugly. They also don't die in Zuka as much, but I don't know why.
I don't know why their Zukas always work and his don't ever. I guess it's because this is like an example of you just like you see someone out from cover and you just immediately shoot at them when they have cover right there, right? Like they can run away. Like you could shoot at the guy top first. He's probably more vulnerable. Okay. They would stay closer to this ledge and play around the ledge, I think, instead of... This is fine. This is not fine. I think they would wait there and try and catch someone as they're going instead of waiting up front. They just don't wait in general. Like if someone gets close enough, they will try and hit them to ward them off. Right? They don't just like wait for the perfect opportunity. This is still retake. Okay. Like they would, I don't think he would do that. 'Cause you don't know who's there. You're just like going. Okay, that's fine. No.
Why did I do that?
No. Yeah, they would not take it there. He would not like go, you know.
Yeah. Like start damaging people.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they know where you generally are. You have to remember that.
Yeah. They need to know your exact position when you choose to shark. So basically, you just wait for someone who can hit you and you can't hit them back, and then you start sharking around. But until then, you use cover to like try and directly fight them.
Okay. But don't.
But yeah, they would not just sit here. Because you're giving them a chance to paint and make it easier to narrow down where you are. Like, I think you underestimate how threatening you can be without having to put yourself in danger. Again, more burst bombs for movement that are killing you.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when you actually need one, then... Yeah, okay, it seems like we're winning anyway. Nope, just kidding, we fucked it. I mean, you, like, didn't do anything. Well, I guess you did this, but then you get stuck for 4 million years. Yeah, I don't know how we fucked this up. Anyway. So... I think this is... Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I mean, if Stan is free, then how long did you agree to play with him?
I don't know. You just said a +3 script.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
assuming that's not very long.
Yeah, you can dip whenever from something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's retake. Then it's just hold. Right? Oops. What are his options on hold? I feel like we should be able to just freehand these at this point. Ledge peek. Forward early for kills. Right. What else can he do?
I can shark.
Yeah, shark.
Yeah, you can do it.
Um, right. Um, you either move forward to ledge peak or block peak. You shark to catch people dropping. What else can you do? Is there anything else he really needs to be doing on hold? I feel like his weapon is very simple on hold. It's just like kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess sometimes do they ever paint? I feel like they don't ever need to paint, right? On hold.
What do you mean? On hold?
Yeah.
No, they're painting on hold. But like right now, you probably don't need to paint.
Yeah. They're sharking for sure.
Now that they have a foothold, I'm pretty sure you can start painting.
Hold on. Go for kills early / at longer ranges. I think this is the big thing,
Yeah.
eevee, if you're looking.
They're-
This.
yeah.
Like, it's more important to try and go for it before they catch you than to do it in a position where you're totally confident you'll get it, because their reaction to you will be to run away, which will let you go for it kind of again or rotate. Whereas if they accidentally clear you, you might just die while trying to flee, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's that's not cool. What else was I gonna say? General premise: punish them, trying to get back in. Manage where they're looking, or to let you get into. Right. I think this is the general gist of it. What's going to happen is you're going to like, I need you to do, like, have plans, right? Like, notice this, the goal, kill. Goal here, kill. Goal here, kill. Basically, anything
kill.
you do on hold, if you go for it and it doesn't end up getting you a kill,
It's not good. Or it failed. Not that it's not failed.
if it doesn't get a kill and you don't get to go for something else, then you did something wrong. It's fine if you don't get, well, Zuka, you have to get a kill because you can't get it back. But
Yeah.
these things is like, it's fine if they don't work out. It's not fine if the result of it not working out is that they clear the whole thing and like push you out and kill you. Right?
Yeah.
Like you can keep harassing them. It's just like, or you should try to at least be able to push them away by doing it. If you die on hold, that's like not good. But I think the key is that the way to avoid dying is to go for things earlier, not to wait longer, ironically. Frankly, most of your things, you are a killing weapon. So
Yeah.
for most of your things, if you don't get the kill and end up dying, something went wrong. Right? Because you aren't really doing anything else, I don't think. That's why my weapon is nice, because I can win without having to kill them. But you don't have that luxury, so you should be paying attention to when you go for things where you expect to be able to kill them and then you fail. But yeah, I think that's enough for one session. Maybe we can play later.
Stan will be back in 2 hours. I'll
Yeah.
have to- probably won't find anything, but look at the open position.
We can definitely play something. I don't know what, but definitely something.
See,
But yeah.
it's okay. 6 p.m. So in an hour, it's a Clam Blitz 1, and then it's a rain.
Okay. Well, it is what it is.
Zones open is not till 10 p.m. PT.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, in any case, right? We've tried to do this. This you need to figure out, and we also need to. This will get filled in more as you go for things, and they either work or don't work.
Yeah.
Right. We'll mentally start filling it in, or literally start filling it in, and then this will just come with time, of just introducing ideas and concepts to you, like the idea of like being able to harass them without killing them, or like that people don't want to drop into a carbon, so you can take space even though they know where you are.
Yeah.
If you do it correctly. Or what I was saying about like specials and like catching them as they're going instead of always trying to do it before they go. Anyway. Cool. Ending stream.